Hello, hello, hello. Hello, let's go. Alright, let's do this thing. Chicken wing. Where are we? Got some bookmarks here. We got some stuff to go over. But before we start going over stuff... Hi, and good eye. Welcome to another stream with your host, Logan. Let's party! Carmalicious redeemed third. How's it going, Carm? Hope you're doing well. To all of the guys, gals, non-binary pals, hope you're all having a great, wonderful time zone and that you're safe and comfortable wherever you are in the world right now. My name is Logan and I'll be your host for as long as you let me. We have Dan redeeming first, we have Unstable redeeming second, and we have Carmalicious redeeming third. I'm surviving. I'm a survivor. I'm a survivor. I don't know the rest of the lyrics, so I'm kind of making them up. Lime, Logan, lime. You look at that handsome devil I was watching earlier. Just flusher in the cheeks. I'm all red and flush now. It's not pimples. I'm embarrassed. So this evening is going to be a kind of shorter stream. We're going to be watching the LCP. We're going to be co-streaming the LCP, as they say, and that's going to be the Chiefs versus SHG. Now, SHG, I don't even know how to say their name. I actually do. I'm lying. It is... Oh, they're both 0-4 teams. Yeah, Fukuoka, SoftBank, Hawks Gaming. Fukuoka? I wish I knew how to like say their name properly to like pay respect to their name, because obviously they deserve that. Fukuoka, SoftBank, Hawks Gaming. Now this is a bottom of the ladder matchup. This is SoftBank Hawks have lost all 4 and Chiefs have lost all 4 so far. So it's basically trying to stay off the bottom of the ladder. No matter which way this comes out, there will be an 8th place, bottom of the ladder definitively. Whereas right now, this is how it looks. So in 7th and 8th over here, as you can see over there, we've got the Chiefs and Fukuoka, SoftBank, Hawks Gaming. So this is who is playing tonight, 7th and 7th. So by the end of tonight, one will be a solid 7th and the other will be 8th. That's how this is, that's the game we have going tonight. But before we even get into any of that, I want to go over something with y'all. Over something with you all. And that is the latest LOL dev update. So kill that music. Where is the LOL dev update? LOL dev update. So this is the latest LOL dev update. This one here. I had a quick watch of like maybe a minute and a half to get what I needed for some other content earlier, which was around hextex. But this essentially addresses a lot of community's concerns around missing stuff. So if you've played League before, you'll know that there were hextech chests in League, which were a free way to get skins, and they've removed those hextech chests. They stealth did it, and people noticed immediately. And so every comment under every post Riot has been making has been, where the hell are the hextech chests? So they address this. And yeah, so we're going to watch the latest dev update together. I'm going to record this. I'm going to pause it and... here we go. No, I need to do something here. Give me a second. I'm going to pause it. I need to put that over the top of it. And give my thoughts with each thing. Yeah, terrific. All right, we're going to do this. It's 8 o'clock, game start at 9 in about an hour. This is about a 15-minute video. We'll probably pause and talk about it. So we'll probably have half an hour before the co-stream like element kicks off and we start watching games. So let's dive into it. Without further ado, here is the Season 1 check-in dev update with League of Legends.
Hey everyone, I'm Andre, also known as Medla. And I'm Paul, aka Pabro. Today is Thursday, January 30th, and we're back for another dev update. We're going to check in on some of the changes we made for Season 1, and we'll talk a bit more about some of the things coming up in Act 2 of this season, which starts on March 6th. We're a bit over a month into the first season of 2025, and we've been following how changes have been landing closely. We've seen some really good signs and feedback to things like seasonal themes and some of the gameplay changes that we will touch on a little.
One of the things that I have really been liking with the seasonal changes in the Act 1 sort of battle pass is the Noxian theme and the Rift being Noxian themed.
Later.
But first, we want to talk about Hextech chests.
Okay.
And more broadly, earning skins instead of buying them. This means we're going to...
Okay, so Hextech chests, more broadly, earning skins instead of buying them. So that tells me that there should still be a viable way to earn skins.
talk a bit more about the business side of League so that we can share more of our thinking and context with you. Now, our belief as a company is that delivering great experiences for you will lead to great results for Riot. We want to deliver the best experience we can. That you
I mean, you definitely can't fault that logic, right?
can play forever without spending anything. So that you only spend money when you think we've made something great that you want to spend money on.
As a free-to-play game, skins are the primary way League pays its bills.
Yes, totally understand that. Absolutely get that.
They're what give us the ability to continue to develop the game and wider ecosystem, from adding new game modes to updates to Summoner's Rift, cinematics, live events like Worlds, patch-to-patch balance, and much longer-term investments in League for the future.
So what they're doing here is they're building up the stakes. They're saying that skins pay for everything, is what they're trying to say here.
The number of people playing League has been pretty stable over recent years, and we're really grateful for that. Our cost to maintain and develop League has also been pretty stable over time too, ensuring we have an equally sustainable income coming in to reinvest in the game. However, has been frankly more of a recent challenge.
Okay, I feel like that was, I get what they're saying, but I feel like that was worded really weirdly. So they're basically saying everything has been stable right up until very, very recently. So one thing that I want to hear from them is what has changed that stability? Like, what do they think has changed and like where and why?
And that's where free Hextech chests come in. When we initially added them, we wanted to offer additional reward for time spent
Thanks for the subscription
using
there,
something
mate.
we knew many of you
Welcome
really
to
cared
the
about
crew.
earning. Skins. And for
So I'm just going to go back over that. I didn't think that audio would be there.
Coming in to reinvest in the game. However, has been frankly more of a recent challenge.
And that's where free Hextech chests come in. When we initially added them, we wanted to offer additional reward for time spent using something we knew many of you really cared about earning. Skins.
Yeah.
And for a while, we think that worked well for both players and the business side of League.
So for a while, it's been like, I think I've seen on Twitter from reputable sources, I think it's been like 9 to 10 years this has been the case. I should fact check that.
Over time, though, free chests unintentionally became the primary way to unlock skins, and an increasing number of players ended up with substantial skin collections for free.
Yep.
This meant that purchasing skins directly didn't make sense anymore to a lot of players, because they were happy just waiting to get something eventually.
Yeah, because they were being rewarded for the time that they invested into a free-to-play game. Okay.
That did lead to a great player experience, but it was not sustainable for League in the long term.
Reminder, it's been 8 to 10 years of Hextech chests.
So we took a step back to evaluate League's reward systems and realized we needed to make changes to be sustainable for the long run. We didn't want to go all the way back to the early days of League with no skins earned with playtime at all. But we also realized we couldn't continue giving away as many as we were.
They've also ended giving away skins via League partner programs. If you've noticed, you'll see that I have not been tweeting in January or February promoting anything because I haven't been getting skins to give away.
We did a number of other things to ensure League's business was sustainable before concluding we needed to give away fewer skins.
Okay, so what they're saying here is they've crunched the numbers across the entire League ecosystem and they believe that the free skins they've been giving away for 8 to 10 years is what they need to get rid of to remain financially sustainable due to the very recent changes that have upset this.
Increasing the number of skins we could make each year was good for both the business and the player experience, but eventually we ran into meaningful diminishing returns. We introduced premium cosmetics. We've also explored a lot of other cosmetic content types, and we'll keep trying to do so. but champion skins are clearly the thing most of you care about more than anything else when it comes to cosmetics.
Yep.
And obviously, adding pay for power content is a non-starter for us.
We know some of you aren't interested in the business side of things, or even cosmetics in general, and that others won't believe this isn't about increasing profit year over year.
It absolutely is, though, because there are ways to fix the Hextech chest thing here, right? So I've been playing League a lot for the past 2 years. I played it haphazardly, like when it first came out, and then took a big long break, but I've been playing a lot. And I understand Hextech chests are a great thing, right? It's free to play, you get rewarded for your time. People like to make their champions look very, very pretty. Right? God, I know that I like playing Lux with my Porcelain Lux skin. So if they want to do away with free Hextech chests, here's my suggestion instead. Keep Hextech chests free. Just keep them free. But in all seriousness, right? There's like 6 or 7 grades of quality skins that you can get via Hextech chests, right? I think you can get anything in Hextech chest. Why not limit the skins that you can get, right? Keep it to epic and legendary only, or even epic only, right? Which is the very, very bottom tier, right? Limit the cap level quality of the skins that you can get. Or maybe make it take a little bit longer to get those skins in game. Maybe 10-15% more blue essence earned, or maybe 10% to 15, maybe 4 key fragments or 5 key fragments per chest instead. Like, don't give players an 8 to 10 year window of free stuff and then yoink it away completely. First via stealth, I want to say, or maybe they just didn't have anything prepared, but I'll say via stealth. They just yoinked it at the start of Season 15 and then confirming it like 1 month down the road. There's better solutions, not to mention, and this is a lot of community outrage here, that they've doubled down on it effectively by gating a lot of skins behind gacha, right? So some of the best skins you can earn are via Mythic Essence, and Mythic Essence at the moment can only be acquired via Radiant Sparks, and Radiant Sparks can only be acquired via Riot Points or through the Battle Pass, and they're very, very limited through the Battle Pass, despite you having to pay for the Battle Pass. So skins are much harder to get, they're much more costly to get, they're much slower to get, and then they take away our free skins.
This is about ensuring the sustainable long-term health of League, though. And we do hope this is helpful context for those of you who've been wondering what our thinking was with this change. We want to ensure League remains a great, fully free-to-play game. We believe a change like this, while unpopular, is the right call and allows us to deliver not just on our plans today, but also our plans for League in the future. Now, we'll be sure to give you more context on our thinking behind changes to skins and any other related systems in the future as well. And we're currently doing a lot of global surveying and discussion with players about what is and isn't working.
Hextech chest for free.
Speaking of which, we want to talk about some...
Okay, so that was Hextech chests. I mean, the economic landscape has changed over that time, but I'm sure they could sustain by reviewing budget allotments and having basics. Exactly, that's what I'm saying. Reduce the grade of skins that are available for free. Like, I think there's 8 levels of skins available, right? And I think, don't quote me on this, I think Hextech Chest can give you any, right? You can get randomized any quality, any skin. So what I'm saying is just lower the cap, right? Make it, you only get the bottom 2 steps ever for free or something, right? And then you have to pay for those better, nicer ones. Like, I get it. It's a business model. You want to be a business and succeed. We want to play your game and we want to keep playing your game. Therefore, the business has to succeed. We understand that. There's that unspoken relationship. But don't kick us in the guts and take away everything for free that you've been giving to us for like 8 to 10 years. Like,
changes we have coming to Battle Passes. First up, we've got some improvements to the Battle Pass skins. We've heard a fair bit of feedback that those skins don't feel like they're good enough in various respects. We agree with a lot of that feedback.
that's interesting because you do pay for the Battle Pass. So I feel like they're listening to the money, obviously, where if I pay for a product, I expect a certain level of quality or, you know, and it feels like maybe people have been complaining about it. Me personally, I'm happy with the skins that I get on my Battle Passes. I'm not an overly skin-focused gamer, but I do understand and support it, you know.
We're going to be looking to add more distinct visual effects and more pronounced model changes. We're also planning to deviate from a season's theme a bit for some future pass skins.
Okay.
And the risk we otherwise overdo the same sorts of visual appearances and or pushing champions into themes that don't make sense.
Okay.
Because it takes some time to make or modify skins, those improvements won't be present in the Act 2 Battle Pass skins that you'll see in a couple of weeks. They will, however, be fully reflected in the pass skins for Season 2, which
Cool.
starts in May. Additionally, if you don't already own the champion for the Battle Pass skins, unlocking the skin will also unlock that champion for you.
Now, that's nice that you get the champion for free as well, because right now I still don't own about half the champions in the game, and I'm using my blue essence as I get it to unlock new champions. So that'll be a nice way to unlock champions.
We also want to clear up how skins in the Battle Pass affect the champion's skin cooldown. We don't
Huh?
pass skins when deciding when a champion is due to get their next regular skin. So if Alistair appears in the Act 2 Battle Pass, he can still receive another skin later this year. Another improvement we're making to the Battle Pass is to the missions that feed into it. Looking at your feedback, certain types of missions are pretty unpopular. We're going to be removing missions that require playing with purchase skins or players who have purchased specific skins.
Good. Good. Because this is a free-to-play game. And like they said earlier, you shouldn't pay to win, right? Now, this isn't necessarily pay to win a game of League, but having what you need for these missions that you paid for allows you to earn blue essence faster, which gets you rewards faster. So that is a form of pay to win in that your blue essence unlocks all of your champions. So maybe you might be able to pick a champ that otherwise you wouldn't have, that's a better counter to an opponent's champion. Good. I'm glad they're changing that.
We're also removing and reworking missions that players were having a hard time completing, like destroy 5 turret planes in a single game, which was hard to complete for many players and impossible for ARAM-only players.
Yeah.
And for those of you who play a mixture of League and Teamfight Tactics, we'll be roughly doubling the amount of XP that TFT contributes to the League Battle Pass.
Oh, nice.
Now, with that said, let's hand things over to Matt and Eduardo to talk about gameplay.
Okay, so the Battle Pass changes sound good. Hextech Chess News bad.
Hey friends, I'm Eduardo, Riot Cadmus Cortejosa.
And I'm Riot Froxon. Just as a heads up,
Ooh, I follow Froxon on Twitter. Froxon posts a lot of the patch notes.
it's playtest time right now, so things might be a little loud. But we have a few things to discuss today. First, I want to talk a bit about how some of our gameplay changes we added in January have landed. Let's start by talking about one of the biggest changes that we saw a lot of conversation around, Feats of Strength. As a reminder, Feats of Strength were introduced to provide more structure to the early game, and defer some of that early game snowballing until after laning phase, by moving the immediate power of First Blood and First Turret to later in the game.
Yeah.
These were a bit rough around the edges on release, and we made some adjustments to things,
Yeah.
like changing the feat of Warfare from First Blood to First 3 kills, and nerfing Triumphant Boot stats.
Yeah.
They're currently in a stable place we're quite happy with. As for snowballing, our goal was to keep it roughly where it was before Season 1 went live. We've been comparing this game state of pre and post changes based on First Blood, First Turret, epic objectives taken, and game length.
I like that he's
As of
nodding
now,
along.
We haven't seen significant changes, and snowballing is roughly equal to where it was at the end of last year. There are still some improvements we'd like to make, of course, but overall, the changes are moving the game in the intended direction. Next up, let's discuss Articon and the blood roses he brought to the Rift. Articon was added to provide an objective in the mid-game that has rewards worth fighting for, progresses the game, but doesn't completely blow everything open like a 20-minute Baron would. We also wanted
Okay.
to incentivize teams to fight each other in slower games while not speeding up already fast ones, which is what led to the two different forms.
Nice.
One which incentivizes action, and the other that lightly stalls it. That said, we think Voracious Articon's rewards are too strong in game warping. So next patch, we're increasing the withdrawal time to 15 seconds.
So if you've played, Voracious Atacon gives you effectively like a free death. It's called False Life, and what happens when you die with False Life, you go into like the GA, action, and you walk back to base, right? So you die, but you don't give over any stats. All you give over right now is 200 gold, and you are like back alive in like sub 5 seconds. So this sounds nice that they're changing it from 5 seconds to 15 seconds, so it's not as strong, right? You're not back out on the battlefield as quick. There's more sort of reward for the enemy team for having killed you.
To give defending players a bit more time to recover after forcing enemies to withdraw. Next up, we have the Blood Roses, which we introduced alongside Artican.
Yep.
After the nerfs last month, we like where Blood Roses are for now, and that they reward teams for proactively controlling these spaces. Another big component of our seasonal changes was the Noxian update to the Rift.
Yep.
We're excited to keep doing these for future seasons, but we definitely want to make sure we're doing them right. We've seen a lot of your feedback around the map feeling too dark, gloomy, or ice draining.
Oh.
And we've got some changes in the works to address these concerns that should be ready with Act 2's release. We're excited about the prospect for new gameplay that the Season 1 changes have created as players continue to learn and adapt to them. Having said that, when trying to add new gameplay to League, especially ones of this size, we're not always going to land it right away.
I'm surprised about that. I never thought the Noxian landscape was too dark and gloomy, but obviously other people did, and that's okay. Wikate, good morning. Drakal, thank you very much for 4th. Drakal, thank you very much for gifting a tier 1 sub to Carmelicious. I very much appreciate that, you bloody legend. I hope you're doing well. Good evening. It is my 2nd stream of the day. That is true. Jade, hey Jade, good to see you. How you doing, mate? Thank you very much for the 7 month. That's quite a bit. I hope you're doing well. We're obviously, as you can see, going through the LOL dev update. So
to the crew.
let's go. Yeah, we're LCP Co-Streaming tonight as well. All right, let's carry on.
We're trying to strike the balance between making quick changes based on your feedback and giving the changes enough time to breathe while we iterate them to a plot where everyone is happy with. We've got more details breaking down our review of the Season 1 changes in a dev blog out now, so make sure to give them a read.
We also wanted to give a quick update for all you Swifties in our new Swift. We hoped that Swift Play would be at least as popular as Quick Play, and it has far exceeded our expectations.
Okay.
We're currently figuring out how and when to bring it to regions that don't quite have it yet. So far, Swift Play has hit the goals we set for it, with game endings on average 4 to 5 minutes faster than SR. We also wanted to reduce snowballing via rubber banding mechanics, allowing players to hit their full builds more often, and allowing players to enjoy a game in League of Legends with friends of higher skill gaps.
When it comes to balance, we're pretty happy with the early and mid game, but endgame pacing and outlier game lengths are issues we want to address. Swift Play just doesn't hit our goals for the queue when games aren't swift, and everyone is still at level 18 trying to close out the game for a long time. We've made some changes, such as minions getting stronger more quickly, tower resistances falling off sooner, as well as making structures slowly burn towards the Nexus,
Oh.
the game to end. This will essentially mean that if a game lasts long enough, the team that can make the most progress towards the enemy Nexus will win. We're also going to be looking at what we can do to improve things like matchmaking or lobby improvements for pre-mates, and we'll let you know if we do anything there. These changes should be live by the time this video goes live, so let us know what you think.
Next, we want to talk to you a bit more about what you can expect when Arena returns in Act 2 of this season.
Hey.
As we mentioned in the last dev update,
I really want them to bring Swarm back. I never played Arena. I don't really care for Arena. That's fine. Everyone else can play that game mode. I'm happy that Arena is coming back for those people who enjoy Arena. I really want Swarm back.
we want to make sure game modes are something a player can always count on being available, making them a fun part of each season. For Season 1, we've moved Arena from the Rings of Wrath to the Grand Reckoning, new maps and all. As you can see, we've overhauled all the maps to feel like you're in the fighting pits of Noxus.
Cool.
And we didn't just reskin the maps, we actually made some improvements.
Okay.
Here's a new version of the Koi Pond map. The biggest change you'll notice here is the giant ring that goes around the perimeter of the map, aptly named the Ring, which will help address a lot of the quality of life issues. This was actually inspired by some player feedback that we read, so shout out to the community for your awesome suggestions, and as always, please keep them coming. We also have a brand new map joining the pool, the Reckoner Arena, which features destructible pillars which will collapse upon taking enough damage and slightly tweak the terrain. Don't worry though,
Cool.
they're relatively small and you won't obscure your vision.
Another part of Arena we've been working on is progression systems that we're really excited about. Not only do Champion Mastery and the Seasonal Battle Pass both progress with Arena games now,
Okay.
we also built a new Fame system for Arena. Many of you mentioned that you didn't feel like you had a reason to keep coming back to Arena.
Yeah.
So Fame was designed to keep Arena fresh and interesting, even after you've played dozens of games. You can gain fame by playing Arena, increasing your notoriety within the fighting pits, or by completing Arena missions for each champion.
Great.
Just to be clear, this isn't like Swarm. where you
Swarm
gain
mentioned!
progressing. Instead, you'll gain rewards like new augments or match intro visuals that should keep Arena feeling exciting.
We're also trying something new by skipping cameos this go around and celebrating Arena Noxus style by bringing in the guests of honor. These guests are famous Noxians or Reckoners looking to spice up your fights. Each guest will have a specific rule that they'll apply to the entire game. For example, Mordekaiser will make it so that at the beginning of each round, one player on each team starts combat in the Death Realm. We designed the guest of honor with a lot of learnings from cameos in mind, so each guest should feel like they affect each team equally without being too intrusive or unfair, yet still asking players to learn or adapt to them. They also won't be random either, so everyone in the lobby will have a round in which they can vote on which guests they'd like to invite. Please, as always, let us know how you like them. It also wouldn't be an Arena re-release without some new augments, so make sure to keep an eye out for those alongside the return of Curse augments. If you're interested in more details about Arena, make sure to check out the dev blog that just came out today, and I can't wait to see you all in the fighting pits.
All right, we also have a few other updates that we want to share with you all.
I am glad that Arena is coming back. Again, like I said, I'm not an Arena person myself. I'm glad that Swift Player is getting looked at. And I'm glad Swarm got a shout out. I genuinely hope that we get Swarm back because that's a really fun game mode that I quite enjoyed. I really like the skins we got out of Swarm as well. Alright, I think we're almost done with this video. Let's check out the last of what they have to say.
All today. We finally got those updated Champion Master emotes coming out in March. They've taken a lot longer than we'd hoped. We haven't forgotten about them though. The Blue Essence Emporium will also be making a return at the start of April. And as a reminder, the next Battle Pass will include the increased Blue Essence amounts that we shared earlier in January, which you can also get for this current pass in the form of a one-time mission.
On a different topic, we've got a test of the matchmaking system called True Skill 2 coming up.
Okay.
We're going to be trying True Skill 2 for Swift Play and ARAM games from late February onwards for a while. We think True Skill 2 has the potential to help us get players to a fair and appropriate matchmaking rating much quicker than their current implementation can.
Okay.
Given how important matchmaking is to competitive games like League though, we want to test and verify first before going really broad with it.
Alright.
So we'll run the test for a while and then let you know how it's been going and what our next steps are or aren't. This work on matchmaking, however, has meant a trade-off to work elsewhere.
Okay.
To Clash specifically.
Alright.
Because the team doing that work is the same team that would otherwise be supporting Clash. For now, as a result, Clash will occur every 2 months instead of monthly.
And last for this section, a bit of context on streamer mode that
I've been using streamer mode. I quite like it.
recently went out. That's been a long requested feature from some players who stream. Given it's one of the things that can help reduce incidents of stream sniping and other forms of streamer harassment or disruption. It's clearly not a solve by itself, but we do think it's a useful part of a wider and ongoing effort.
Yes.
We also wanted to take a moment to talk about what you can expect after we leave Noxus. Historically, mid-year events have been mostly a time for some levity and lightheartedness, like Star Guardian or Anima Squad.
Anima Squad.
This may not be the case for each year's second season. We want Season 2 of 2025 to be a bit of a palate cleanser after so much focus on Noxus.
Now, that said, you can still expect a cohesive thematic that spans things like map up, updates, new champion, skins, and more. We don't want to spoil what's in store just yet, and we've still got some fun focus on Noxus ahead of us for now, but we'll be back in our next dev update, where we'll dive into what you can expect in Season 2. That's about it for this one. Don't forget to check out the dev blogs to learn more about some of the things we talked about today. And as a reminder, the first stand tournament will be kicking off in Korea on March 10th, so be sure to tune in to watch the full Fearless draft and see which team can bring home a second bye for their region at MSI.
All right, thanks so much for watching, and we'll see you next time. Bye.
Thanks all.
Cool. Alright, overall, a good update, except Hextech Chess. Except Hextech Chess. Like, that has burnt so much goodwill with the community, and I understand that they're saying we can't keep doing this for business. So, but like, don't just rip all the free Hextech chests away. Limit it. Slow them down. Like, it's wild to me. So, Hextech chest update bad. Arena update good, Battle Pass update good, Season 2 tease good, Swarm mentioned, Swift Play mentioned. I'm so glad they mentioned the MSIS being the first stand, which is the first international event of 2025 in the new 3-split setup. Yeah, not a bad update overall, except for the Hex Tech. Okay, fantastic. So let's get into this then. Are they, I think, is this preamble or is this from previous video? Yeah, it's previous video. All right, so right now we're just in a holding pattern, just waiting until we can dive into the Rift. So what we'll do here then, Ichigo, how's it going? So this is the current standings, right? Here's the current standings. And tonight's game, we were talking about this earlier, is the Chiefs Esports Club versus Fukuoka, God, SoftBank Hawks Gaming. So it's the battle of the bottom, essentially. So by the end of tonight, one will win and one will lose. And we'll see who is on the bottom of the ladder, like truly on the bottom of the ladder. I genuinely hope it's not the Chiefs. The Chiefs have had some really good, strong moments against other teams who have proven better than them. So if the Chiefs can just play a little Fukuoka. So if the Chiefs can just maintain consistent form, they should be able to beat SoftBank Hawks Gaming, in my opinion. All right, what have we got going on there? Yep, that's individual. And then what's this? That's fine. Alrighty. Fukuoka. What? Nico. Oh, that's cool. Nico art. That's really cool. Oh my god. I love the eyes. They're so vibrant compared to like her colors. And then Magic the Gathering has been on my mind. Magic the Gathering. Oh, hang on, should check out this photo. Where are we? Download. So Emily took a bunch of photos from our Aether Drift pre-release event. So there's me. That's a photo that Emily took of me with Chandra Nala. At the Aether Drift pre-release at Plenty of Games in Melbourne CBD. And then there was another photo that was just here. What's going on there? Yep, and then this one is, so if you weren't aware, Fizzy and I have a Magic the Gathering YouTube series called Midnight Mana, where it's all about Magic the Gathering Commander gameplay. So it was nice to get this photo of the two of us together. And then Emily got this one because I was trying to say to Fizzy, and I'm like, "Oh, Fizzy, come back for a photo, Fizzy," and he didn't hear me. And so I saw Emily's camera and I did that on purpose to like hopefully get a good shot. So that was really cool. That one came out quite good. And then this is Emily and me at the Aether Drift pre-release event, because this was the first ever event that Emily got invited to as a Wizards of the Coast, invitee. She got invited by Wizards to attend. Love that shot. I love it too. It's for Emily. It's like, here she is. This is her first Magic the Gathering invited by Wizards event. And it's like, so it was good. It was quite fun. Emily sent me those photos today. Also, further, as a reminder, if you weren't aware, where the heck is it? I've been saying it in every LOL related stream, and I will keep saying it in every LOL related stream. For those of you who are in Melbourne, I am hosting Australia's first ever LCP watch party. It will be Sunday the 23rd of February from 8 PM at the Tessie Pearl Hotel. Here is the map that was hand drawn by Emily. All right. Emily drew that by hand, which I think is really fucking neat, I'll be honest. So you can see it's on the Yarra River. So it's on the south side of the Yarra River, just from the Docklands Highway there, just out of the CBD. You know, you can get there via Southern Cross train station. There's plenty of trams, trains, planes, automobiles to get there. And then I've got a full FAQ here. So I was really grateful. I actually put some questions out to the community on Twitter and Blue Sky. And I said, hey, if you're going to an event, what do you want to know about it? And so I had a few of the basics there already. I basically went down from cost to drinks, and I already had them. So cost is free entry, food and drinks are available for purchase. What being the LCP Split 1 Grand Final Watch Party, so you know exactly what you're getting into. When? Sunday the 23rd of Feb from 8 until 1 AM-ish. So the bar closes at 1, and something I want to acknowledge is that the Grand Final is a best of 5, right? So if it goes to game 5, it's extremely likely we won't get to watch it at the bar because, sorry, the Tessie Pearl Hotel, because it closes at 1. All right, so I do want to acknowledge that, but this is the best I could do. Where we've got the specific address, dress code, non-applicable as long as you're comfortable. Doesn't mean come nude. No nudies, but you know, just dress comfortably. If you want to go all out in cosplay, amazing. If you want to wear a sport, like an esport jersey, great. If you just want to dress normie, so to speak, great, you know. Food will be available on the day, drinks, many options are available, including non-alcoholic, because I do acknowledge and respect that there is a culture of shifting away from alcohol to non-alcoholic beverages, and I want them to feel included and acknowledged as well. Seating, so there's moderate seating. Consider wearing comfortable shoes just in case seating is not available, because it's probably like 50-50. There's probably like enough seating for 30 to 40, so to speak, throughout the entire place. But there is plenty of standing room as well. And you know, a lot of people probably would just prefer to stand straight up. Access, paid parking, MCEC, 50% off vouchers, just ask at the bar, public transport, and it's got wheelchair accessibility. And security. Staff are trained crowd control security guards. I wish we had stuff like this here. What stuff? Do you mean like watch parties? I mean, the only reason we have stuff like this here is because people like us make them. I reached out to Tessie Pearl Hotel back for this watch party, actually. This was the first one that I had last year. Yeah, watch parties and events. So this is my second official watch party, like official. This is my second watch party that I have put together and hosted and created and held, right? So the first one was this one. This was the Logan's League of Legends watch party, 1st of March 24. It was LCO Split 1 Grand Final, right? Emily designed the graphics, really liked it. We asked a friend who rents in the city, in the apartments. You know those fancy apartments that get their own cinemas and shit? And you just got to book the times. So he booked the cinema, and there was about 10 of us, and we all sat down and we watched the games, and we would have snack breaks and loo breaks and all that sort of stuff. So it was really good. So that was the first one last year, and this is the new one this year. This is the LCP Split 1 Grand Final watch party. I've done them. Yeah, but I don't have any pull of if I were to do something like this. Yeah, I mean, I don't feel like I've got the pull either, which is kind of weird to say. Like, I don't feel like I've got massive pull. I just create it and put it out there. Like, I really shout out to Tessie Pearl Hotel. They're letting me come into this space for free for this entire time, right? It's not like I have to pay anything. It's I'm trying to bring people to your hotel so that you have business. Like, and I think the money for them will be extra business and drinks kind of thing, right? In a time that I don't know if it's quiet or not. I don't know what a Sunday night looks like. But I think the upside for them is I'm trying to bring a bunch of people there, right? And the hope is that that will generate business. Right? That's the reciprocal relationship there. So it's really nice of them to be like, yeah, sure, come here, you know, and they're an esports venue themselves already. So they generally have esports on the TVs rather than sports. And they're esports fans themselves. So it's just a natural synergy. It's for free. So like, I don't have to pay money. Like if I went to Fortress Melbourne, I'd probably have to pay money for that. And I'd probably have to like hard commit numbers, you know, whereas Tessie Pearl, I don't have to pay. I don't have to hard commit numbers. It's a bit more casual. And yeah, as we build the community, as people get used to me having these watch parties and wanting to, you know, see this watch party, like they saw photos of this one and we're like, oh, tell me when the next one is. And it's like, all right, cool. So now the next one's out there and hopefully more people come along to that one. And hopefully I can hold one in split 2 and split 3. Yeah, it should be good. I'm looking forward to it. So let me just check something real quick. Yep, they're live. 739 viewers already. Really? That's wild. That's fantastic, actually. What am I doing? Here we go. Oh, that's a bit, all right. Just got a little bit of behind the scenes action there going on. A little bit of cheeky behind the scenes. All right. So I will flex this for a moment. Un momento, por favor. Check this out. Where are we? There. I have a founder's badge. I have a founder's badge to the LOL Pacific EN channel. Yeah, I'm a nerd. So pretty chuffed with that one. All right, let's check this channel real quick because this is playing. So we should have some stuff. Excellent. All right, so that's our behind the scenes feed. This is the feed that you'll see on Twitch. So you'll notice that there were 2 very different feeds there. Wow. Yeah, I feel pretty special. I feel pretty chuffed. Jaded, if you're still here, do you have, like, what are your thoughts on the LOL dev update that we just saw? Lumen Aura, cool name, with all the LCP little emotes. Love to see those. So this is probably a piece on the Fukuoka SoftBank Hawks Gaming. Evie takes on the role of a reliable tank in our team. Contributes as a mood maker for the team. Courage, Jungle. I love the names of some of these people, like their gamer names as well. Actually, I need to remember, I actually want to have a look at this, who the partner teams were. So if we go to LCP, so if you recall, there's 8 teams in our region and 4 of them are partner teams and 4 of them are guest teams. And I remember that the Chiefs are a guest team, which means they can be knocked out. All right, so the 4 partner teams can't be knocked out of the region, so to speak, but the 4 guest teams can be. So I just want to double check and make sure who is what. I should know this off the top of my head because I've done, like, covered the news on this so many times, it's not even funny. Wait, should page down be quicker? Page down's probably quicker and easier. Probably a little less harsh too. There we go. Fukuoka SoftBank Hawks Gaming faces a season full of possibilities. Will their lineup build on last year's success? Countdown is on. Chiefs announcement, broadcast delays. That was appreciated. The first week was a bit rough, but they recovered pretty quickly in my opinion. Where's the guests and partners? Here's our co-streamers. So this was the second round of announcements. So they've actually got org co-streamers as well. Talon has 3. CFO, Vikings, and SHG each have 1 as well. We got more Vietnamese, we got more Mandarin, we got Japanese, and we got some French co-streamers too, which is really, really cool. Contenders of the Rift, formidable challenges, chase glory. All right, maybe they're all the partner teams. I'm not sure. Maybe these are all the guest teams. Where are we? Here we go. This is what we're talking about. Yep. Okay, so partnered teams. CFO, SHG, GAM, and Talon. So partnered teams can't be knocked out at this league, but Chiefs, DFM, Team Secret Wales, and MBK can. So they can be. All right, so SHG, they can't be knocked out, so they're not worried. They're chilling. They can lose tonight and be like, yeah, cool, whatever, we're staying in the league. And that only occurs at the end of the year as well. So, like, there's 3 splits this year. Split 1, Split 2, Split 3. We're still in Split 1. So there's a lot of time for Chiefs and SHG to grow and improve and get better. Like, I would love to be a fly on the wall inside, like, the Chiefs meeting rooms and, like, hear how they feel about it. Like, do they feel like they're learning and improving? Do they feel like they're outmatched? Like, that they're into, like, out of their depth? Like, I would love to get that sort of conversation, discussion, information out of these gamers, you know, like, or is it like, we almost had them and I made this small mistake and we could have had the win if I didn't?
When it comes to Lemus, especially from an OS 80 carry, he kind of is like the jack of all trades. I feel very comfortable when playing around the map and thinking about like the map state.
When I stumbled across Lawn, honestly, I wasn't really sure what he wanted to do next year. I thought he had LCK offers or something. But when he rocked up, he was like, Poltron, I want to play for Chiefs and go to Worlds. And that was as simple as that. I'm like, all right, come over, you're in. No second thought.
저의 장점은 이니시라고 생각하는데 팀에서 이니시.
Yeah, so now it's clashing, so I'll do that.
I watched him play in the LEC. Seems like a really solid player who's like really good at engaging. The whole team just shares the same goal. Like we
Sydney!
Want to, and like I think it's just like such a big factor where everyone is passionate, everyone's here to win.
Nothing really changes for us because we just play the league and go competition and try to win.
People definitely view us as a weaker team.
觉得大家应该普遍可能不是很看好我们，但我希望我们可以成为黑马，然后让他们跌破眼镜。
As the underdogs, and I do just think that the underdog story is so fun.
저는 치프스에서 월즈를 한번 꼭 가봤으면 좋겠어.
We finally have a real shot at making OS history. I truly do think we have a good shot at taking these top teams down.
Yeah, Chiefs win! Did you see that? It said Chiefs win on the bottom! So Talon, as expected, are literally the strongest team in the league and they are on top right now.
关于 LCP 的话，因为聚集了原本赛区很强。
Also, I have an Oak vanilla ult. I grabbed it at the grocery store today when we went shopping. Don't make us open, draw a diagram. Turn the pack around, don't make us draw a diagram.
大洋洲可能套路比较多。日本的话就是相对比较保守一点吧。因为新的赛制是全局 BP 嘛，就是选过的英雄不能再选。那这一方面会需要蛮多的思考，比起过往的话。
现在的游戏
Let's have a look. Just gonna check something real quick.
5个人团队合作，然后就大家都得做好自己的事情，所以我反而觉得这种局面下就是个人实力会比这些默契什么的更重要很多。就是有了实力，然后磨合什么就会很简单。
我们队伍是
Yeah, cool. So we've got the behind the scenes footage still going there.
因为我们过往基本上都是冠军嘛。那当然，我们最后还是会依照对手去调整我们的风格，因为我们算是比较全能一点的。
So tonight is GAM versus. No, it's not GAM versus Chiefs. It's SHG versus Chiefs. I haven't updated this one yet, so I'll fix that now.
中路 Popo 的话，我
There
觉
we go.
得他是一个稳健的人。他对线方面的话，就是基本上不会有什么问题，然后就是操作特别好的一个选手。那下路的话，我觉得就是
Betty is insane. I've seen Betty play for like 2 years, and the things Betty has done and can do is fucking wild. Like legendary gamer.
只要他看到觉得哪里觉得不好的地方，他就会跟我们讲。 我觉得我们现在队里比较搞笑的
The funniest person is Archie.
阿志，对他会有蛮多让我们觉得他蛮有趣的地方。对，
他很喜欢玩那些上路射手嘛，然后去选一些特别的英雄把人家打爆。
卡萨的话就是人挺好的吧，然后常常
I love that they've got like such nice things to say about them.
一直想着怎么帮助队。
They're like, yeah, there's a really nice person. Oh, they're quite
其
funny.
实辅助位在今年这个赛制下面的话，我觉得辅助会冒出很多不一样的英雄。那刚好乌迪会的蛮多的，那我觉得他可能会玩得更好一点。对。我觉得
Damn, height differences go brr.
冠军，塔隆肯定是会参加所有的国际赛事，然后希望可以在国际赛事拿到好成绩。
然后不管任何的比赛，我们都是要突破。
Wait, what about this one? What if we do this scene here?
把每个基础都打好，然后我们就可以。
No, what about this one?
今年的话，大家加油。
There we go. I think this is the first time I've actually sat down and watched all of these too, which is nice.
Đầu tiên thì em nghĩ là em sẽ cảm thấy rất là vui vì sẽ được nếu mà được thi đấu ở LCP năm sau các thứ.
Mình rất là hào hứng khi mà sắp có cơ hội được thi đấu với rất nhiều những đội tuyển mạnh ở những khu vực rất là mạnh.
Yeah, Levi. Levi is so good.
Cũng như là em đã tập được những cái mà về chiến thuật, về cái cách mà em vận hành đội hình khi mà bước vào trận đấu.
I was saying to Emily the other day, it's so fascinating listening to other languages. Like, they're so interesting. Get some behind the scenes. Oh, 7 official players, that's pretty good.
Nói từ trên xuống dưới. Kia thì kiểu
Kiaya.
chỗ dựa vững chắc, giống như kiểu khi mà mình gặp khó khăn thì cứ nhìn về Kia thôi thì mọi thứ nó sẽ ổn hơn rất nhiều.
Khi mà em khi mà đi đường với tới lên bên kia thì em rất là để ý và rất là kiểu quan trọng về cái việc đi lên và cũng như là tìm kiếm lợi thế trên lên đó, thì điều đó chứng tỏ việc em cũng rất muốn top lên bên họ.
Levi!
Đúng là chỗ dựa của team.
Support for the whole team, but he's a jungler.
Một người đội trưởng khá là có tâm và có tầm, bởi vì anh ấy là một người luôn dẫn dắt đội, luôn có những cú call mà khá là hiệu quả và
Yeah, Levi in the pit there, just putting a lot of work in.
Còn về Imo thì trẻ, nhiệt huyết.
Tuy là ít nói chuyện nhưng mà khi nói chuyện thì mọi người đều hiểu cười á, chỉ vì hay nói xàm á anh.
Cũng ngầu luôn.
Rất là trưởng thành về lối chơi á, kiểu như là ảnh là một người đi lane hay và kiểu như là ảnh đưa ra quyết định rất là tốt, và những thứ đó em nghĩ là em sẽ cần học hỏi về ảnh nhiều hơn.
Anh Hưng thì Hưng thì kiểu em nghĩ anh ấy là một người chơi khá là thú vị, nhưng mà em sẽ không tiết lộ gì nhiều, em sẽ để cho mọi người mong chờ hơn khi mà được xem anh ấy trình diễn ở LCP mùa sau. Team em nhìn ra cũng ngầu quá, Hưng thì ngầu, anh An thì dễ thương.
Easy Love is cute.
Khá là nhiều. Hay làm cho mọi người có cảm giác tích cực hơn anh.
Mặc dù là em đi ở vị trí là xạ thủ á, là một vị trí mà cần được dồn tài nguyên, nhưng mà so với tính cách của em nó tác động vô game nhiều á, nên là em thích hậu cần, nghĩa là hỗ trợ.
The dodging from Easy Love.
Một hỗ trợ là Elio.
Em thì cũng dễ thương.
Bởi vì Elio thì mọi người thường đánh giá thấp Elio, và bản thân mình thì đánh giá rất là cao Elio, cũng như là mình tin rằng Elio sẽ làm được điều bất ngờ đến cho các bạn fan hâm mộ.
Đối với fan Gam thì anh nghĩ là khi một đội tuyển thành công thì đối với họ là những cái người mà cổ vũ họ, giống như fan Gam Farm á, thì rất là quan trọng đối với Gam.
Khi mà em đang cảm thấy là được
I'm so glad that we do have the LCP now, because we're going to get major events in like APAC. So I could actually reasonably get to a major event sometime. Like, I'd love to get to first stand, or switching to computer sounds good.
Khiến cho các đội Việt Nam có thể chứng minh cho mọi người thấy như vậy.
Yeah, Vietnamese teams fucking smash.
Cũng tin vào Gam và mình tin rằng Gam sẽ giành được chức vô địch tại mùa giải năm nay. Cảm ơn các bạn.
They're so good in my opinion.
Ladies and gentlemen, finally,
Ah.
it has come down to this. We can now settle which is the better team. Is it Talon? Or is it
Let me break it down for you. It's gonna be quick and simple. You're gonna die. We're still gonna be the kings.
You're gonna die?
Ooh, 8 PCS championships. Well, guess what? We got 11 of those. Where's our trophy? Where's our trophy?
Huh? You call that a trophy? This is a trophy. Kogi, 拿出来. Where were you at Worlds in 2021? Oh, that's right. Nowhere. Remember, we fought for you. Does VCS ring a bell?
Says the team that got 3rd place in 2022. I mean, was that even you? That team went by a different name. Shit, I don't see you guys
PSG
taking down
Talon.
LPL teams in a best of 1.
Yeah.
Levi, you should go join Maple in the retirement home.
That's too far. That's too far. You guys lost Maple, and your mid laner, he hasn't even been to Worlds in 5 years. And your
Oh.
in-game economy can't even beat the watch on your jungler's wrist.
It's like a Richard Mill or Rolex or something on his wrist.
Kiaya, what you gotta say?
Stop making those silly faces. Why are you even wearing sunglasses inside? What does gam time even mean?
What do you mean, what does gam time mean? It's always gam time, baby!
Oh, monster.
He's right, bro. I'm sorry.
My bad. Love you guys, man.
We're still gonna beat you on the weekend.
Forget that.
Okay, so I've got something to show you after this. Okay.
There you have it, ladies and gentlemen. This weekend, don't forget to catch Talon. This is Gab.
You know what time it is? It's game time.
Shut the. Okay, so before that carries on, where is it? It's TK. The like warning. Like, if you're like sensitive about wounds and stuff, look away for like the next like 30 seconds or something. So in that hype trailer you just saw, he got glassed in the back of the head. That was real. He actually had to go and get medical assistance and stitches for the glassing he got in the back of the head. Like, just under the ear. So, like, obviously a shard must have clipped him there. In the back of the head. He got stitches. Like, he got glassed for that segment. It's wild. Yeah. All right. Who do we think is going to take it out? Chiefs or SHG? SoftBank. They're both, as a reminder, they're both 0-4. All right, let me get away from that so people don't. They're both 0-4. All right, so this is the standings. 7th and 7th are going up against one another. Neither of them have won a game all split. So they're on equal footing. I can't say I've watched too much Hawks gaming. But I've watched plenty of Chiefs. So obviously my biased answer would be Chiefs. But I'm also biased to Chiefs because they're our Australian team. And I want them to win. Here but lurking? Sounds good, Ichigo. Thank you, buddy. Alright, just before we dive in, I've got water, I've got my oak. Yeah, excellent. Good, good, good. 9 o'clock's gonna roll around and I got my stuff ready to go. I'll do some social stuff, some social pog tent. Oh, and I played, wait, where's my op.gg? So I actually played, right, op.gg, some games today. It's been ages since I've actually been able to play. I was just gonna ask what time it is for you, but you answered that yourself. Yeah, it's 8:57 p.m. on a Sunday night. 8:57 Sunday night. It's actually kind of wild. So today I played 2 more games. It's been a hot minute since I've played a game. Actually been really, really busy this week. And I played Darius and Tam Kench, and we won. We won both of them, which was really good. I was glad for that. In this game, I played a really safe, stable Darius. One stage I was up over, like in the laning phase, I was up over my opponent like 3-1, which was Tryndamere. And then they hard camped me with Shaco. So it kept being 2-on-1. They killed me and took my first turret, and then while they were camping me, they killed me and took my second turret. Like in a matter of 5 minutes, and I just lost my entire top lane. I was like, oh great. And then we got to team fights and we stomped them, and yeah, it was a very one-sided game, that one. And then this game was a really good fight actually between me and Nasus. I actually was able to keep Nasus down. Like I see the 191 CS versus my 130 CS. He got a lot of that CS when he left lane. And I absolutely bullied Nasus because I know he's weak early, so I went in on him hard early, like forced his flash out, got him down to like sub 20 hit points 3 times or something, but he would always get away because I was just like, he'd just slow me and run, and I was too slow, unfortunately. But that was a good game as well. You know, we had a Xerath go 14-2, an MF 14-6, our mid 12-4. So that was a really nice win as well. Keeping it Nasus early is key. Oh, I bullied Nasus as hard as I possibly could with Tam Kench in those early stages. All right, let's see if our... Here we go. Let's get that up and running. Excellent. So we're about to dive in. I love that we're like part of an official region, a big region. We've got our own hype like stuff. Like, I absolutely love it. It's like we finally got the attention and the time, energy, resources that we deserve, you know? I can't wait for the Chiefs to release their merch. I'm gonna buy a Chiefs jersey, 100%. I gotta remind myself to message Brendy, actually.
It's a beautiful day to be a League of Legends fan in the APAC region, as today we have another exciting lineup of games. I cannot wait to get into them. I will once again be the host, Vestian, and alongside me, my good friend, is Blue Panda.
Yeah, an exciting time for Asia Pacific as a whole. I think we're coming to the tail end of the regular season. We then look to jump towards playoffs, but for our first two teams, a little bit maybe far beyond their horizons, but we'll see. Maybe there is a chance these guys crack their first win and then go on an absolute rampage to round out the regular season.
Yeah, absolutely. Depending on who wins in our matchup tonight, of course, both teams currently sitting at 0-4, not being able to pick up a series just yet. But the winner here will tie up at least the games, the match strength as DFM. They, whoever wins, they'll have that 1 win, 4 losses. Chiefs there on your screen is Jimmy, and that's going to be competing in the 1v1. On the other side of things, it's SoftBank, the representatives from Japan, and that's going to be Evie going up against Jimmy, and Jimmy having a great run of the 1v1s thus far.
Yeah, I mean, he's been a stand-up player. He's been, not to be too harsh, but one of the redeeming qualities of this Chiefs roster, he's consistent. He's trying to put the team on his shoulders and do the hard yards. So putting him in the 1v1, I think that's exactly when we go. Maud versus Kled. Now,
Maud versus Kled in the 1v1. So this 1v1 is used to decide who goes first.
Yeah, again, mechanically, this is going to be a very interesting match.
Yeah, absolutely. I believe we saw this matchup once before, and it was actually Biopanther playing.
Go Chiefs. That's what we want. We want the Chiefs to win.
That one out, unfortunately, so maybe we'll get another run at the exact.
Oh, is that still playing over there? Oh, it's got to catch up. We're good. That's fine. Hey, cheeky thumbs up for the camera. Let's go.
Of course, Mordekaiser, you go into that death realm, all of a sudden you're stealing stats, you're doing a lot of damage. Kled has that passive, has the skull, and can be very menacing as well. Bear Trap on a rope, one of my favorite named abilities.
Yeah, and just look, dark timeline Evie coming in. He's got the goatee, everything. Let's see if it is the darkest timeline in this one.
Okay, good. We're good and ready to go here.
No potions for Jimmy, and doesn't really need it as the Mord unless he does get jumped on and chunked out. But Hex Drink of the response for Evie with no mana constraints. That's a pretty solid item to start off with.
Yeah, nice.
Yep, neither one of them gonna ever have to be concerned with mana. Barrier comes out earlier. It's a massive trade going on. I mean, I'm taking Jimmy in at the moment.
Damn, Jimmy and stomping Kled right now.
Going to be able to get the skull off of Evie, and look at how strong he is here on the Mordekaiser, getting the shield up a little bit, Alpha even coming back.
Tons of health on the Maud here.
Mordekaiser just straight stat sticking and doing better than the Kled for the time being.
Absolutely. Plus, if you can somehow isolate Evie, he's got that extra damage on the Q.
Oh, that E went a little bit crooked.
I'm not sure about that, but yeah, Jimmy in.
Will have the shield available to himself, so not going to feel all that pressure just there. Neither of these
nice
having the barrier left up, but
and got the level advantage.
Flash instead of ignite, and
Shame it didn't get him there.
Have the ignite still
Evie moving well. Oh, dodged it. Jimmy and punish. Oh, got the 3-hit proc, got the shield. Evie's running away. Oh, good flash.
Gets himself away from the house coming down. Will be able to survive very, very low health bars, but
yes.
Able to secure himself first blood.
That's it. That's a gamer move. Certified gamer move right there. Reads it brilliantly. Lots of gold. Gonna get a bit of farm in this first plate as well. Yeah, he's sitting pretty happy there off the back of that. He's out the way. My lord, he's still hanging around, knowing full well that obviously it's going to take a bit for Evie to get back to lane. Darkest timeline, it seems.
Yeah, absolutely.
Nice. Jimmy just got a ton of gold there too. Logan, you're behind what we're seeing.
Also going to pick himself up the Bramble Vest, taking away a bit of the healing that comes through from Conqueror and Runes.
Behind what we're seeing, sorry?
That Kled has access to.
Yeah, it's a rough gig for the Yordle, but whatever the case may be, you just got to keep trying.
I'm behind what you're seeing.
I doubt it though, because there is now a 2-level difference, so Maud will have the Shadow Realm. Bear Trap on a rope, not worth sticking around to get pulled by Jimmy.
Yeah, when Kled was down, your reaction to it came 10 seconds later. Oh.
I've been feeling very good about the state of this 1v1 for now.
All right, let me do something here real quick then. Where are we? That.
I mean, doesn't do nearly as much for
that
Eddie
one.
as it does for Jimmy.
Yeah, okay, I'm watching like... I think I've caught up. Ooh, more stomping.
Level 6 now available for you. The Death Realm is there.
Yeah, Jimmy's got a full shield as well. Oh! Barrier. Nice. Jimmy wins. First to 2 kills. Yep.
The barrier, the Death Realm, and
Like, I'm pretty sure we've won every single 1v1 so far. Which is actually kind of crazy when you think about it.
Hit off camera. The tower was trying to, you know, avenge Evie there. Didn't get the opportunity. Post the 2 deaths, obviously. It doesn't matter either way. But, I mean, look, yeah, I have to say, there would be few abilities that would be worse to be on the receiving end.
Yeah, I'm fairly certain we've won every single 1v1 to decide, like, the side. Which, like, I think is telling me that side selection prio doesn't really matter.
In the competition here, heading into game number 1 at least, as they will now, you know, if this goes all the way to 3 games, they're going to have 2 chances at side selection.
Very well played. It was very well played.
Hopefully they've got something in store for
I played against Kled for the first time the other day as a Heimerdinger, and I was absolutely able to, like, stomp Kled, which was really, really nice.
So it's hitting on opposite sides of the coin there. Chiefs have blue sides, which, look, they have not won blue side yet. But for saying that, SHG haven't won red side either. So one of those teams is going to, you know, buck the trend.
Yeah, absolutely.
Buck the trend.
There's no way that we can get a tie here. So finally one of our teams is going to be off that 0 win
Yep,
mark.
yep. Tonight, we, like, one team will win and not be bottom of the ladder. Like, one of these teams has to win.
So yeah, I don't know what to expect coming in. I think, honestly, you look at the 2 teams. SoftBank, while, yes, they're at the same scoreline in that 0-4, they've actually had the harder competition to go up against so far. Yes, they haven't gone up against Talon yet, but they have gone up against Vikings, they've gone up against CFO, they've gone up against GARM. It's not an easy start to the season that they've had, whereas Chiefs, you know, started off against Talon, probably the hardest team to go up against.
Yeah.
But then had sort of the easier run. They had DFM, they had Team Secret Wales, which admittedly now they're second, so it's hard to tell, you know, how easy that was, but it is, you know, concerning for a Chiefs fan just because of that alone. But I do think that ultimately you can come in here and not really know for sure. I think strength of schedule is one thing. Chiefs went up against Team Secret Wales. They probably should have won both of their games, and they are the second place team at the moment.
No, they're not. Vikings are, remember?
Oh, that's right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Vikings are Secret. Look, an impressive win. Yes, we'll give them that.
Ooh, hopefully we get straight to the games. It looks like they're actually getting ready to play, like, immediately, which is nice.
Been playing recently. Secret are a pretty sure bet in that situation, but then it is likely to come down to that battle of 6th place. Who does eke their way into the playoffs? SHG versus DFM in an ultimate play day of the regular season, and this could be a good indicator. If CSHG take down the Chiefs, I'm not saying it's...
I do like playing Mordekaiser whenever I get the chance to play Mord as well. Alright, we're going to stand, and when they start doing picks and bans, we're going to silence the stream, and we're going to, like, talk about it ourselves.
You wouldn't expect them to take another 2 games after this too.
After this is Gam versus Talon, which will be a good game.
Are only that 1 place above them, right? So you win here, all of a sudden you're tied with DFM. Maybe the points are different. I would have to go back and check what the points are looking like, but that is a chance. You get 1 win here. All you need then is 1 more win and hope that DFM don't find any, and you've made it to top 6.
Yeah, I definitely have to look at the tiebreaker requirements to see how that pans out.
It'll be on the points, and then probably head-to-head after that.
Yeah, more than likely. But I mean, unfortunately for Chiefs, despite, you know, even a win here, unfortunately I just don't think that the tail run of their split gives them that chance at a 6th place. Their final 2 matches are Vikings, who are currently 2nd place, and then CFO, who are currently 3rd.
Yeah. Our run to the finals is not good.
Make those changes that they need to, and then coming week off the back of a win here, and then somehow blow things out of the water and do make it into playoffs. But the indications just are not really there, given what we've seen out of them so far.
Alright. The boys are like, the coaches and stuff are standing around, they're milling, they're getting ready.
He typically does do that. So
Hopefully we jump onto the Rift and picks and bans very, very shortly.
Well, I think they're probably coming in with a bit of confidence. Yes, they're 0-4. They know they're going up against the team that looks the weakest in the competition currently. I don't think it's a complete write-off though, and I've said this, already before this game, but there have been signs of life from the Chiefs. I think Mir has had some key moments.
Mir has had some absolute massive
Didn't have
moments.
to, but save the game and then give Chiefs a chance. Panther as well has been dominant in his top lane and been a real driving factor between them getting completely steamrolled a lot of the time and actually having some chances within a lot of these games. So I think you look at this Chiefs roster, who are you playing around at the moment? I think Jimmy should be your late game carry threat, and I think Panther is the man to get you there, with Mir sort of filling in the gaps between them.
Yeah, it feels like at the moment 70% of this roster is doing what it needs to be. They're doing the right things, and unfortunately it's that other 30%. Lemus doesn't feel like he's quite...
Lemus is very quiet, unfortunately. Like, the Lemus of LCO doesn't seem to be the Lemus of LCP. And I think Lemus is just like trying to find his feet. Lemus is just trying to synergize with everyone.
Whereas it just doesn't quite feel like the bot lane has been able to enable.
Because like it's a completely different team and environment, different teammates, different coaches. Like I still feel like he's just trying to get comfortable, get confident in the new environment.
But I think a lot of the issues aren't necessarily always off mechanics. It's some decisions, like taking the wrong runes or going for the wrong style of Varus, I think was a big one. But then also just
farming while the team's fighting. We could sit there and nitpick every little thing, but unfortunately that's not going to help.
All right, we're on picks and bans already. This is fantastic. We've gone pretty damn quickly here. So what we're going to do is we're going to talk about them ourselves. So already we've got 3 bans from Chiefs and 2 bans, now 3 bans from SHG. So let's talk about the Chiefs bans. It looks like the Azir ban is actually a respectful ban towards Fate from SHG, because Azir is an unusual ban there. Rumble and Mbessa, normal bans, they're good bans, they're top lane bans that are fairly standard. Cassante, Kalista, Skarner, they're honestly fairly expected. Kalista is a very, very strong AD at the moment. Very hard to pin down, very mobile. Skarner, stupidly powerful. Cassante, very, very strong as well. So it makes sense with the Cassante Mbessa ban. Basically, if you have one, you want to use the other to counter it, and vice versa. So you ban one, you may as well ban the other. Wukong first pick. So we've gone with jungles for first pick. So Wukong is a strong engaged jungler with the Cyclone, like the knock up, the clone, so a bit of survivability as well. Whereas Xin Zhao is very powerful, very mobile as well, with the wind becomes lightning, being able to like gap close. Ashe has risen a lot in prio for ADs recently too. I think the LCK is a bit less with Ashe. They're like, whatever, we'll leave Ashe to like second or third game. And okay, all right, so the Chiefs respond with Aurora. Now, Aurora is typically a mid laner, but has been seeing play as a top laner. So that's interesting that they've decided to pick their, dare I say, mid flex rather than their AD. Because you rarely see an Ashe played as support in Pro League. So we know that's going to be their AD. And Jace, we are on patch season 1, we're on patch 0.3, which means tank Jace is less viable now. So that's interesting that that's been chosen. I wonder how they're going to run that. Be interesting. Oh, Poppy. Okay, so Poppy's a really good disruptor of like hooks and engages. So Poppy can't really prevent any of the Chiefs picks right now from engaging. But Poppy is also a good engaged champ. Be interesting to see Poppy into, say, Wukong can just clone or stun. Aurora can just rift between worlds. Jace, I feel like can go melee and do that flip, whatever that's called, whatever skill that is. Hawks have banned Kai'Sa. So that's an AD pick, so that's targeted at Lemus. Kai'Sa, not a bad champion. Very, very dive focused, which is interesting because they've gone with Poppy, and Poppy's really good at preventing like dives and gap closing. So you would have thought they would have liked Chiefs to have Kai'Sa. Chiefs have banned away Victor. Victor is a really good ban at the moment. Very, very strong, powerful mid laner. Lots of priority across multiple regions. A lot of range on him too. Almost like guarantees the hits. Their last ban, Ziggs. Ziggs is a good ban because Ziggs is AP and really strong tower push. With a big, like, soft global ult, which is always nice. Orianna, another mid ban, very strong mid laner. I don't know what Orianna's name for the R is, but Orianna's R is very, very powerful in team fights as well. They don't really have a delivery system for the Orianna either though, so I feel like Orianna might be an odd ban there. We'll see how that plays out. SHG has picked Hui. Now Hui has some really good long range, not overly mobile, can increase their move speed, has fear, has really long range poke, very powerful ultimate. Oh, we're seeing Chiefs pick Mel. Okay, I think this is the second time we've seen Mel in the LCP, which is good, paired with a Leona. Now, normally, as soon as you see a Mel, you slam Leona against Mel. Leona, like, shuts Mel down so hard in every which way. However, Hawks have got themselves Braum. Now, Braum is considered the most powerful support in the game at the moment too. And Braum is really, really good at like breaking up engages. So like it's hard to engage on a team that has a Braum because Braum can like tank a lot of like range stuff. Braum's R can break up a fight completely, gives their team a lot of time to either run away or turn it back on the engaging team. All right, so hopefully we're on the Rift very soon and we get to see how this plays out because they were very interesting picks.
Mal. You know, even if you want to try and Q to slow down Mal to Ash to follow, well, that Q's going to come back at you. Interesting. I think there's too many unknowns.
We're going to put all of our points in on the Chiefs. All of our points.
It doesn't give.
We're going to swing it towards the Chiefs. We put 10,300 points on the Chiefs.
And Mal is probably the longest range champion in the game.
Yeah, I mean, look, it does nullify.
She's not the longest. She's like lower than Hui, but she is very, very long.
But I think you're right. I think what you're looking for in this situation, it is going to be a lane swap. Opted into by SoftBank here. They want to.
All right, we're getting ready. Let's do this.
Be a little bit more comfortable because Mel,
let's go Chiefs.
Bot lane up against Ash Brom becomes very, very tough. All of a sudden, Brom's job.
Oh, this was so quick. We got our okay. Well done to the production team. Like, yeah, wow.
And that Winter's Bite, Lemus isn't going to have access to the rebuttal, and you can just run at the whatever AP carriers put down there. But I think in general, you know, you get that first recall off, and it starts to feel really rough to be the Brom, especially. Invade coming through, looking to see if there is a
okay. So the invade in bot side.
I mean, Lemus has already made it to the tower, so he's not going to have to walk through any walls.
So they're just letting the invade happen. That's fine. They're rotating around accordingly.
The map looks like it might be a split map, perhaps. I mean, SoftBank are leaving the jungle.
Okay, Ash and Braum rotating bottom. The ward's going to spot that out, so they know it's not a lane split. Mel's bot lane. Leona is heading bot as well. So it's going to be a good traditional 2v2 in bot lane.
I think this does just favour out the Chiefs so long as Lemus and Luon don't misposition themselves, and I don't think you need to. Lemus has
yep, ward spots Mir. Courage knows what he needs to do.
Looking to fight this.
Yeah, absolutely. Courage is here.
Mir spots him.
He's going to be spotted out.
Courage has dived onto him. Courage pokes Mir away. So Mir's going to rotate for these.
Does have the option to try and look for something, but
so now they know Courage is in bot jungle.
Seem like he's just going to be giving over that red buff. I think it's an okay decision. Ultimately, is you're not wanting to throw the game immediately. It does suck for you, but
all right.
red buff is not the be-all end-all of this game.
Yeah, so Courage has invaded early and taken Mir's jungle. Now Mir has the like health advantage.
Neither jungler now with smite available. It's going to come down to
nice.
a battle of last hitting, and Mir will
Bot lane Luon's already been poked very heavily.
Down the bot lane, he's doing a decent job of avoiding that damage, but two's already been hit here by SoftBank. Luon taking some punishment means they aren't going to be able to outright fight this. Yeah,
Jimmy and Fate.
here, Chief just play it slow.
Yeah.
You don't want to over-aggress and throw away any advantages you have in that kit from Mel. Because if she gets shut down, she gets shut down hard.
Like, let Mel poke. Like, Luon needs to chill, let Mel poke, in my opinion.
Oh, the range on it is disgusting. Getting shoved in early, you do expect that against the Ashe for the time being. But again, you're just waiting till you get your first recall off and then things get a lot easier for you. Up top lane, Biopanther doing pretty well up against Eevee for the time being, but I think, you know, just the nature of, once again, the range versus the melee. As soon as Poppy gets back to base, it starts to feel a lot easier for her as armor does come online.
What do you reckon?
Okay, spotted out the
Do you think
blue.
This is ultimately where we will see Mel end up once she's been sort of tuned as more of an AP carry bot than necessarily a mid laner?
I think she will fill a similar spot as someone like Wei. She is just one of those artillery mages where, yes, you can play her bot if you get a good matchup.
See, Softhawk are dodging everything Mel's throwing out.
It's not something that you need to...
Courage has been spotted on their red buff.
You don't need to put an AD carry. It can go support as well. I think it's going to fill a similar niche as the Zero.
Lemus and Luon don't look good in the bot lane.
But yeah, I definitely think she's got a lot of flexibility.
They
at the
look
moment.
like they're getting shoved
Interesting to see
in.
if we do see her pigeonholed, I suppose, later on down the line. But for the most part, things are going reasonably well for the Chiefs. They've got leads top and mid. Pretty even down in the bot lane. So I think if the Chiefs can, just hold this pacing. Keep
It's not 118 yet, we're doing good. Yeah, we're doing good, yeah.
I must say one thing I'm perplexed by, and it happened yesterday as
Okay.
well, is we've seen Auroras...
Mana tier, Mana Crystal.
Domination Tree and Keystone's gone.
I'll change it for a
But none of
ring.
them have been going Electrocute, and that is a rune that Aurora out of almost any champion can proc nearly the easiest, right? You throw out a Q, you land the E, you pull back the Q, you've procced Electrocute, you've done your damage with the 3 procs, and it's just so much damage. 20 extra damage every time you proc Electrocute, which is also on a fairly short cooldown. It is a very substantial...
We've got obviously a
main
slower
tool,
early
so it's just
game.
interesting to me that we
We're
don't
just trying to find our feet.
opt into it at the moment.
The difference in gold is barely any. Aurora's up by 1 CS. Jace is up by 7 CS. Oh, so it's a top Poppy versus a Jace. Interesting. That's an interesting top lane. Okay.
Yeah, it's going to pump out a little bit more damage.
Yeah, in theory, I think you still want to just isolate one target and take them down as Aurora, because your kit's not generally, you know, it can hit multiple people, but that relies on the enemy.
Okay, so
just
Poppy
playing
has
also
less
than
health,
himself outplaying.
but has more
And
mana.
ultimately, generally Arcane Comet is
Bio
just used as a
playing
laning
tank
unit.
Jace.
It means you get a
Now,
little bit more
I
poke
trust
and
Bio,
it's generally interchangeable with
but
Fury, depending on the mobility
tank
of the
Jace was nerfed in point 3.
It's just interesting to me. I think
So it wasn't like a massive nerf, it was just to basically try and scale him down so that real tanks actually get that prio. So Hawkshot spots out Mir on the blue buff. They know Mir is top, they know Courage is top because they've seen each other. Fate's rotating, Mir needs to run, has no wards, doesn't know Fate rotated because the wave was pushed in.
The mid lane Courage is there, Mira's also there, neither of them are 6. So it's going to be largely off the setup from the mid laners. Fate not 6 yet either.
Yep.
Yeah, importantly, Mir did make
Courage has been in this bush forever, so Mir rotates mid to show himself. Mir's going to go down for Drake, whereas Courage is going for the grubs. Fate's rotating for grubs. Now this is something that I wish that my games did, where we actually gave priority to epic monster objectives and rotated. So see, Luon is already rotated here for the Drake to help Mir. It's just it's the smart thing to do. Because a jungler trying to solo early game leaves them very, very open for a gank on the objective. So this way we get an epic monster on each team. So they're both one apiece for the epic monster feat of strength.
The main focus of everyone, but I think the dragons now have a little bit more power just because the loss of power in dragons. Scrubs rather.
I mean the other thing in this game, so both the SHG and Chiefs, 100% win rate when ahead at 15%. So I think likely the situation will be whichever team we see winning from 15 minutes will win the game.
Yeah.
Both have struggled to really bounce back.
Bio is kind of winning top
difference being that Chiefs
out CSing Poppy for sure, so that's he's helping keep the gold even because
3 times really.
our AD and our top have gold advantages, but their jungler and mid have gold advantages. Jace is getting some serious damage done on Evie, sorry.
Worried about scaling this game, of course. The Hui in particular on the side of SoftBank scaling very hard into the game.
We are starting to see those big ultimates coming online. Both bot lanes, well, unfortunately, Luan's a little bit further away, but you can see Gang and
The double slow, actually, from the Freljordians is kind of brutal.
Yeah, so in this lane in the 2v2, the rebuttal can be used on Bromald. It can also be used on the Ashe ult. So not using it for the Braum.
Can it be used on the Braum ult?
Lemus as
It's not a projectile. That's interesting. That'd be the same as rebuttaling a Nautilus R.
in a very poor position.
Okay, so they're getting themselves priority in the jungle.
Going in Rome, and I mean, this might just cost him 6, but they are wrapping down to this bot side.
Yeah, they got a ward, and they've cleared a ward out as well. The pink ward, so they've given themselves visibility in bot side jungle. Mur is... Ooh, yeah, 3-on-1. Oh no, Lemus is leaving Luan high and dry as well. He doesn't know. Oh no, as soon as he TP'd away, Courage has shown himself. No, Lemus is coming back. It's 4-on-2. Oh my god. 4 versus 2. How did we not know they were coming? Yeah, good poke.
Impact the game all that much, and Jimmy's going to be able to make up for that gold essentially.
Do we get anything across the map? Alright, we chip away at a turret plate. Jace gets a really strong push in top.
Okay, it doesn't really matter.
Lemus had the opportunity there to bounce the Enchanted Crystal Arrow, though. Unfortunately, I mean, AD carry, reflexes, you step away from those ults. If he'd stepped into it and popped rebuttal, that fight could have changed drastically under that tower. But, yeah, look...
I don't think it would have changed drastically, but, like, I hear what you're saying. So, the Ashe ult... Here's the ult. No, not even time. Not even time to get in the way of the Ashe ult.
Milliseconds of reaction time, but all of a sudden that Ashe arrow bouncing back could have meant that Marble or Gang went down there as well.
Yeah. It's hard to say if that changes too much, just because Marble's not tanking the tower. But ultimately, yeah, it was an option. He didn't use the rebuttal in the end. Maybe you could argue that saving it does mean they can't dive him, but I do think he could have looked for that.
I mean, you don't really have much to lose. Their focus was entirely low on there.
Yeah. Either way, I think the one going down is fairly inconsequential, ultimately.
I mean, it's not the worst, but it does give bot side gold advantage.
He collected the gold, the XP, and everything that comes with it, so he should feel okay. Jimmy looking for Fate here. There is a flash available for the Hui, and will not be...
Alright, why are we 4 mid? They've got visibility.
Between worlds not going to be used there. I think smart decision ultimately. Fate did take a little bit of damage.
We've spotted this ward out. There's 4 of them rotating. Bio is still solo top.
Not quite. 4v4.
What are we posturing for? What objectives are up?
Marvel's already working as well.
Grubs are up.
They want this second lot of void grubs.
Drakes are here in 50.
Is going to work his way through. I think there is potential in the team fight.
Okay, this is a team fight. Mur went in, Mel landed. Courage is just healing all of it. Okay, Poppy in the back line. Evie. Ulti on Lemus. Lemus is getting out of the way. Okay, a lot of fighting, a lot of blinking health bars, but Chiefs win the fight. Okay, stick around. Let's get these grubs. Get that epic feat. Deny it from SoftBank. Are we leaving too early? I think Lemus, we need to help a little bit. Okay, everyone's... Okay, good. See, this is what makes them better than me. I would have stuck around to help on these grubs. Probably a lot longer than I needed to.
Jumping in, splitting the fight, forcing SHG.
Alright, good. So we have 2 epic monsters to their 1. They have 1 kill to our 0.
And Chiefs currently sitting in the lead. We are just over 3 minutes out from 15 minutes, and that could be a good indicator of where this one goes.
Yeah, taking stock of the map now after that engagement. It is SoftBank with a turn on the map. They're going to start up this dragon. You don't think? I personally do not believe.
Okay,
Chiefs
so
should
mids have
not
now
contest
rotated
it.
bot.
Should be happy they got the grubs, traded for the dragon for now. No ultimates, and you know
Both
teams
wards, so we've
missing
got
every single ultimate. Ultimately, it's
more SoftBank have rotated bot side than Chiefs have. Luon needs to stop, like, get out of there, stop that dance. They're just gonna get the Drake here.
You know, beating of chests between the two supports.
Mur, the jungler, is
clustering in front of each other.
getting
Mia,
slammed by support. Luon's here as well, so it's support and jungler versus support and jungler.
It should be enough to dissuade and make sure that Mia keeps a hold of his rep.
Okay, they're in our jungle. It's 2 versus 2 in jungle. 3 versus 2. Man, they're being very, very active in our jungle. I'll tell you that much.
Close to coming up, about a third or maybe in a fifth of the cooldown left. Getting very, very close. Ultimates now pretty much coming up across the map. The mages being the main.
They keep stealing like red and blue buff, and they're looking for the Ward's gonna spot them out. Beautiful, beautiful.
Oh, Mia's gone.
Yeah, he's gonna spot him here though. Does have ult.
Okay, Hawkshot spots Jimmy, and Jimmy with that ward was able to get some distance. So all Soft Hawk get out of that is a little bit of chip damage on the turret. Jimmy able to dodge 2 skill shots from Fate.
Sidestep. Claim those.
And we're back to regular laning. ADs are exchanging in mid.
He's looking pretty good here on the Jace. Only the 1 kill going down, which is almost what's causing the entirety of this gold lead that we do see on the side of SoftBank. It's Fate that is 700 gold up on Jimmy, but I don't think that.
Interestingly, jungle is who got the kill, but isn't up on gold over our jungle.
I'm really impressed with how Chiefs
Bio is stomping Evie in top.
This time they're playing around what they've got. They're not over-aggressing. They're not getting too keen on
nice
big objectives. And yeah, Jimmy with the fancy feet wants to be able to have as much impact as he possibly can in this game.
Yep, doing a good job. Can be pretty happy with himself, I think. Still, he is down 600 gold, so you know, if Fate finds the correct recall timing, he might get back, might get that Seraphs online, or Archangels it'll be as the tier's not fully stacked.
Bio's like doing his absolute best to keep us in the game here. We're like 600 gold diff. Ooh, missed the wall slam.
Bio just, again, going at it, hammer and tongs. That is obviously a tank Poppy versus the current bruiser oriented Jace that we are seeing post that patch. I'm still waiting to see the limits of this Jace in its current state.
Yeah, it's looking
Flash,
so far so good in terms of
big poke damage.
Finds way onto Evie now, will Mia, but only going to get the flash. No objective at the moment though, so it is just a 5-minute time.
Ooh, ward spotted me.
Rift Hero coming up. But to be fair, I don't think we've really seen a
Yeah,
contested Rift Hero,
yeah. Bother like poke out the back.
Prime opportunity, Mia as well.
Stunned up. Evie with the steadfast presence.
Okay, so 3 Chiefs have rotated top. The Hawkshot spots it out. Nice Hawkshot from Ash there. So they get first turret, so that's an objective gone over, but we're going to get a turret back. Yep.
Demolish, paying dividends.
So, next objective should be feet.
Yes, yeah.
Rift Hero being 25 seconds out. Whoever claims that should get feet. I mean, there is potential. We just see it wait out to the first Hex Tech Drake coming up. And
yeah, so they've got 1 grubs, we've got 1 grubs, they've got 1 Drake, we've got 1 Drake. Rift Herald up in 5 seconds. Jimmy was waiting in the shrub. Jimmy's a level down on his counterpart. Look, SoftBank already have priority over the Rift Herald. They're here. The 4 of them are here because they pushed mid-wave in. That's all 5 of them are there. They just get the feet. Like, Chief shouldn't even contest this. SoftBank already have it. Yeah, Lemus has been chunked. Chiefs are still stepping up. Lemus is low though. Bio hasn't rotated down. The Rift Herald is theirs. Evie getting chunked. Poppy ult coming out. Probably onto Luon and Mir. Actually misses. The fight's happening, but the feat's already gone. They killed a clone. Jimmy in the back line. Flashes over the back of the pit. Everyone dodged everything that Lemus had to bring. Lemus has to flash away to get out of the... Evi still fighting. Bio frontlining here. Oh, the poke damage out of Bio. Rift Herald down. Lima's trying to get some wave clear going. Bio and Jimmy still healthy. Okay, and Rift Herald dead. Not great. Not great. Could have been much, much worse, but not bad.
I'm beginning to feel like there might be issues with the draft. It just doesn't feel like there. Yes, there was great damage coming out of Jimmy, but it just doesn't feel like there's enough mop up. The Mel isn't really going to be that big threat until later, and yeah, just hit with everything. I mean, that should have been a one-team fight off of a clean rebuttal there. Yeah. If Lemus had timed it.
I have a structured settlement and I need cash now. What's that? Is that like a song or something, or?
Saved a little bit by Jimmy, and just by the virtue of him doing so much by himself in this back line. The damage he was able to output in. Mir tries to get in there, but it was a massive knock-up from Courage that actually denies it. That third auto attack coming through from Zinzao.
Everyone dodging Lemus as well.
His entire back line alive. Lemus does get jumped on, loses his flash here, but still everyone does, thankfully, the side of Chiefs make it out. Goldly remains.
Alright, so SoftBank got Herald, SoftBank get the second Drake, or third Drake. SoftBank only up by 500 gold.
That entire fight, Bio was still in mid lane. So he wasn't actually able to frontline, which is why Mir and Luan ended up so low. If Bio was in the middle of things there, would have created a little bit more space.
But Bio was only in mid lane because he was extremely slow to rotate. Like, it feels like the Chiefs didn't even want to contest the Herald until the last possible second, right? SoftBank got there early. They had 5 people ride on the Herald straight away. Chiefs were like, do we fight this? Don't we fight this? Alright, let's maybe fight this. Lemus gets absolutely giga-chunked by the way. 2 of them slowly come to mid. Bio is slow to rotate. Like, unfortunately, I feel like the Chiefs just should have given that once the Herald was down to like 30%.
Jimmy between worlds, not going to land on the back line, but does find a lot of damage onto Gang. Nonetheless, his Panther in the back line is going to have to flash away, and Heavy stuns him up against the wall.
Alright, Bio is dead. Jimmy is probably the next one. Yep.
But Jimmy won't be able to have that luxury as he is going to get claimed. It's going to be the feats of strength now secured for the side of SoftBank is 2.
SoftBank already had it.
The Chiefs do go down, and 3 left wondering what went wrong.
Yep.
And this is where opting into a damage Jace and a Wukong who's going to go Triforce, you know, Sunday Skies, I think really cripples the roster. Because you don't have a dedicated frontline. Biopanther's not wanting to tank, he's wanting to pump out damage from range. Wukong can't sustainably last in a fight for more than a few seconds, whereas you look at this roster from SHG.
Okay, so Bio jumped on the back line.
Full of HP. Ebby is going to tank up so much damage, and like I rate the Mel pick, but it just takes longer to get online than, I mean, is comfortable for Chiefs to fight at the moment.
Yeah. And I think, honestly,
that was
did a
unfortunate.
Fantastic job of denying so much of that damage, right? The sweeping blades just denying Mal and Lemus and Jimmy, and honestly, from doing anything. So while ambitious ult from Jimmy, unfortunately, just misses out on connecting with Marble, it does mean that there's no one really to hit. And Biopanther, you know, coming in, trying to help his team and be somewhat of a front line is just going to end up being isolated and taken out. Now, Atakan possibly on the cards, and despite
yeah, they're clearing vision around Atakan.
The game is not over by any stretch of the imagination. Although I will say Chiefs probably want to be waiting for
the gold diff has ballooned out to like 2.5k.
Yeah. I don't know. The support build at the moment isn't offering a huge amount of, you know, livability, and I mean, Luan and Mir have a very limited lifespan.
Soulflare goes wide, unfortunately. Marble able to just walk on out of that, and so that's a missing ultimate now on the side of Chiefs. Don't get a summoner either. Panther though still trying to be that artillery Jace now. This gang going to spot out the side of the Chiefs here. Good clone by Mir, dodges out of.
Evie just straight on a Jimmy and
although looking at the side here,
yeah, we're just letting Evie kill Jimmy in. Okay.
For himself, but it's a nice knock up, and Fate just claims the kill. No out eventually as Marble even on the other side of things trying to slow up the rest of the Chiefs. Mir does flash away and uses that clone for the knock.
All right, they just get the pick
to at least get himself out to safety. Now SoftBank, they turn around, they're looking towards this Atakan, but I don't think it's just that easy. There is still a lot of range here available for the side of Chiefs.
So I'm going to make a prediction. Lemus is not going to find a single kill before the end of the game. I'm sorry, he's just not outputting the damage he needs to. And I don't think SHG are going to give Chiefs you know, an expiration date which allows
Chiefs giving defeated vibes. I need motivation.
because your bot lane carry has been
I don't want to be negative. I don't like to be negative. It genuinely feels like the Chiefs are asleep at the wheel here.
But Lemus on the wrong side of the fight, not able to help with this. No mop up to come through. Still, the Otacon does reset, and with that, SoftBank not going to be able to claim it. You lose 2 lives, but you do stop this.
I mean, mentally, which is a tough spot, yeah.
Looking very ambitiously for a solar flare. Is going to at least get a flash out of Marble here.
Yeah, it's rough to see.
Be able to get some control over this top side of the map.
I expected more in this matchup.
Lacking faith at the moment with the draft. I think for the most part it worked until we head down to the bot lane. The Mel, it needs more stability to come online. That's why you play it in the mid lane. It has an easier time.
It's interesting that he's focusing on Mel as the point of failure.
This, and he's now working his way back to base. He had the ability to jump away, but held it for too long. And by the time he was, you know, in a position where he desperately needed to, he couldn't because of Poppy. So, yeah, look, I think I'm guessing that there was likely a different bot lane pick that they had in mind, and this Mel has just slotted in as a courtesy. Obviously, Ziggs being banned out may have been the culprit that they were looking for. That was banned, then they sort of feel like they have to force something, and Mel being the next progression.
Yeah, Chiefs though, taking stock of the map. Fate, no teleport down in that bot lane. It's
How you doing, by the way, Caffeinated?
It's going to be a 4v5 at best. Fate
Did you see Ground Zero announce their LCP, not LCP, PCS team? Chiefs are starting Otacon. Why? We're the weak side. Oh, good dodge of Evi's ultimate. Evi engage on the Mir. It's a split fight. They're on the Bio straight away. Bio flashes out of the way. Otacon is aggroed on Chiefs. Mer's isolated top. Mer's dead.
Treacherous position will just be going out, almost certainly will get the clone away, and a nice E, but eventually the Steadfast Presence does claim his
What? No? Yeah. Ground Zero announced their PCS team. Oh, jump on the Fate. Nice, we get the Fate. He wasn't expecting them to be in the forest. Jimmy and ult down. Evi's frontlining. The R from Braum gets 2. Bio's dead. Damn it.
On the side of SoftBank are still very
We get 1, but it cost us another 2.
Carries remain fairly topped up. The Otacon still will not be felled as Chief and SoftBank meet at an impasse.
I stand by it. Just Lemus on the Mel is not doing enough damage in these team fights. I don't know if there's another pick in terms of...
There's a ward there, there's a ward
Oh,
there.
really? What are we... What?
Wake up to the fact this is occurring. Jimmy and though doing a lot of damage. The rebuttal comes through. Can they find the kill onto at least one of these champs?
What are we doing?
No, unfortunately, they will not. He's trying to, but he cannot. It's a double kill.
Learning mid, I'm over support in low elo. Yeah, I have despaired enough at support and my lack of ability to influence a game. And I've started playing top first, mid second. That's my selections going into games now. Is top first, mid second. I've been having a lot of fun with like Darius, Tom Kanch, Heimerdinger, who else in top? Maud. Like it just feels like. And Mel mid slaps. Oh, well, Mel is meant to be a mid laner. Mel, first and foremost, is a mid laner. Mel, secondly, is a support. Mel, thirdly, is an AD. AP, sorry. Like, the fact that they've slammed Mel is concerning. And Lemus doesn't look good on Mel, like, at all. Like, I don't know what Mel's doing. Mel's doing nothing in this game, unfortunately.
For SoftBank look to end the game, but for Chiefs find their way back into it.
Hard when you know high elo gameplay but no one listens as a support. Like, you know what? I'm not a high elo player, but I've watched years and years and years of high elo gameplay. So I've learned from that, and I'm like, okay, this is what I should be doing here, this is what we should be doing when. Like, I feel like I know the macro timing, but I don't know, like, the micro mechanics, okay? But I just feel like in low elo, you lose on macro timing more than you do on micro mechanics. Mentally plat, mechanically bronze? No, I'm mentally T1 mechanically iron. I don't even know what you call T1 because they're what are they? They're like challenger. Like what's the highest rank? But they're better than that even. Mentally, I'm up there. Mechanically, I'm iron. Alright, so they're going to get Atacon. We're not going to do anything about it. Ash Arrow hits like every other time. It's on to Luon. Luon's going to die. They're in our back lines, chasing Jimmy away. I mean, Braum is just frontlining everything. Lima's W'd, I think, the Braum Q. They're just not scared of the damage out of Mel. The Chiefs are split. SoftBank are like, yep, cool, whatever, we're going to back.
Enough of a gap to at least get himself to safety, committing the teleport as well to ensure no one can follow him.
Yeah, I don't know. It just feels like by the time Lemus gets enough damage off onto even one target to get that execute proc, the rest of the team's dead.
Chiefs
it's not quite there. So
do have 3 TPs. We do, yep.
The vibe of the Mel at all in this
our mid, bot, and top. Our jungler has Flash Smite, and our support has Flash Ignite.
SHG have been ahead of 15 minutes.
SoftBank are invading our jungle, have ward down. Oh! Almost just straight on the Jimmy in.
Of course, it is a little bit easy to itemize against them, being that they are so AP heavy. But Voracious Otacon up and available.
Is this the first match Chiefs have gotten a Drake? No. Chiefs get Drakes almost. Oh, they didn't get any Friday night. They didn't get any on Friday night, but they've gotten Drakes plenty before.
Down to 6k HP, Evie is going to be hitting Mir away, so no chance of a steal now, and Evie just being that menacing tank in the front line.
But yeah, Ground Zero have announced their PCS team. New boy Merc, g'day! Welcome to our LCO Co-Stream. I enjoy that you have captions, thank you. Oh good, thank you for confirming that they're there.
He's going to get stunned. No, the flash actually available for him, so he does manage to narrowly get himself out of harm's way. And SoftBank, though, still, they have the revive. They now have a Baron buff to boot. And looking to march down.
When are you two coming into Melbourne again? Well, when am I going to Queensland again? I can't watch TV without them. You know what? That's how we know we're old. I need subtitles for everything as well. SoftBank are just walking into base. They're like, yep, cool, you can't stop us. They've still got Atacon for I don't know how long.
Utility available, so they crack mid and have
we got one withdrawal.
They could possibly want. They do get a single withdraw, but
Pike might be at Melbourne Supernova.
He's quite
When's Melbourne Supernova? Is that the one in March? No, what's in March? That's
Great knock away there from Mir. Couldn't dodge out of it this time. Jimmy and lockdown the one.
And TGX. You're at TGX, dude?
Yeah. Which
oh yeah, I'm working at that. Oh, I'll be at Melbourne Supernova. I'm working Melbourne Supernova, but I'll see you there. And TGX? Hell yeah. That's literally the next... Wait, so 22nd, 23rd is TGX, and like 29th is Melbourne Supernova.
It's feeling like his priorities in this Mel are a little bit lacking.
We'll be getting my passport this year and hoping to visit Osh. Yeah, that'd be sick. That would be sick, Ichigo. If you do come down, let me know. I'm actually keen. An American, I won't say who it is, in case they don't want people to know, is coming to Australia and they want to hang out with Emily and me for dinner, which is really, really nice.
But they're starting up the Dragon, and Chiefs really quickly have to act upon it. They have to find a way, and Jimmy's going to be found by Evie. There's no way for him to look for any sort of flank as Lima's taking a lot of damage from Fade, and out will go Mir. Down will go the Dragon as a Hextech Soul, the most egregious soul to try and deal with. Jimmy trying to offload a lot of damage here in the fight, but Mir may be able to find a way in. He does.
We got one.
Great. The Between Worlds is also very, very good. And
we got Evie.
So much damage from the Chiefs. Limas gets one execute. They're able to get another one on Jimmy, but still Courage and
still 3v2. Oh, Bio went for marble. If Bio had landed that, marble would have died 100%. Wei's range. Wei seems like such a good counter to Mel for me.
And this should just be game number 1 done and dusted.
I mean, he's doing good damage on the Courage, but the problem is he's not getting damage onto anyone else. Like, Marble face tanked the full Q from Lemus and it did nothing. Yeah, there's not much he can do. Luon's here now to try and assist, but the towers are gone.
Courage has just dived. Oh! Lemus's W! Got a kill back!
Oh, okay, no.
Here's the one shot. Nice little turnaround onto Marvel.
Consolation
prize at the end of the day, but it is
yeah.
SoftBank now that they do lead the series 1-0 as Chiefs.
Yeah, that was rough.
That's what Team Secret Wales did.
No matter which way you cut that, that was rough. Oh, goodness gracious me. It's hard to find any positives out of that one. They just look like a team that aren't synergized. They just look like a team that doesn't know what they're trying to do. They were slow to rotate over for the Rift Herald. They were... I don't know, it like Caffeinated said actually, and you said it really well, it just felt like they were already defeated before the game was even done. They look like the people I just got put in ranked with. I mean, they do look better than that. They definitely do look better than that. And I am so stoked, alright, that the Chiefs get 3 splits. The Chiefs get 3 splits, and I'm so hopeful that in those 3 splits they learn a lot, and I'm sure they will. But you look at this, right? 5-18, like 5 kills, 18 deaths, 14 assists. 18 kills, 5 deaths, 57 assists. So like, they fought as a team. SoftBank team. And you know what's funny is how much they were saying that it didn't look like Lemus was doing any damage. Lemus did the most amount of damage by far out of everyone. Like, it's not even close. Bio outdamaged everyone on SoftBank. We had, like, they would tell me we had the damage. Our mids were dead even. Jungle gap was double. Like, what? Like, we had the damage? Yeah, it all started to fall apart at around the 12th minute. And here's some replays. So this was Bio engaging on the back line, and then SoftBank turned on Bio and just absolutely murked him. We got annihilated by Hui as we're trying to retreat. Jimmy trying to do some fancy footwork here, gets feared, pulled in, annihilated. It just didn't feel like a team, which is so harsh. Here it's a really split fight. Obviously the Poppy ult came through, knocked someone away. Mir gets just, yeah, isolated and stomped. Did everything he could to delay his death there. And then Chiefs do well to get one back here, but it costs them 2 for the 1. So, like, it doesn't feel worth, right? So then, oh, there's the Poppy ult there. Poppy ult onto 2. I thought that was the Braum ult, actually, but it was just, like, the quick one. There's the Poppy R onto Mir, so it's a 4v5. Ash Arrow misses, thankfully. Mir's back in the fight. No, Mir's not back in the fight. Luon's just... And then Mir dives in after Luon's dead here. Aurora ult is good. It keeps them caged in. This was like the best fight the Chiefs put out, but we still got stomped. Wind becomes lightning onto Bio. Bio trying to get away. Lemus can't do much here. He's getting some poke down on Fate. I really think if you see a Mel in your games, you need to insta-lock Leona, Brand, or Hui, depending on the lane. Frankly, Hui, Brand, and Leona absolutely ruin Mel. People think Mel's OP, but that's because they haven't played with Mel. They don't know Mel. They don't know how to counter Mel. They don't know how she works. I'm not saying I'm a challenger level player, but I have played like, I don't know, 20 plus games on Mel in mid and as a support and as an AP carry in the bottom lane. And Brand makes me look silly. Leona, I don't ever want to cast anything at Leona. Sorry, I'd never ever want to W anything Leona has to throw at me. Because if I W, I think it's the Q is the hook on Leona, or is it the E? If I W the stun, I still get stunned. Nothing happens to Leona because it's not a projectile. If I W her hook, she just gets me. Actually, what is it? It pulls me into her, actually, so it works the other way around. It becomes a blitzcrank hook, which is even better for Leona. You can't W the shield, and you can't W her R. Like, Leona loves to see a Mel coming on the Rift. So it was great to see them paired together, but then, like, it was a good combination in the bot lane, but the Freljordians were an even better combination in the bot lane. They kind of draft gapped them in the bot lane with the Ashe Braum because it's double slow, but I also personally feel like they skill gapped them in the bot lane. I personally don't like Luon's engages. More often than not, they're not effective. Lemus was the best AD in Osh. At the end of Split 2 2024, Lemus was the best AD in Osh. I have faith in the man. He just looks unsynergized right now. They need more time to play more games, to practice more against these better opponents, and I'm confident Lemus will find his feet. I believe in Lemus. He's the best AD Australia has, right? And he's good. Jimmy and Mur, solid. Bio, solid. They just seem to keep winning through the bot lane. Yeah, that's my breakdown of how it's all going. I will take this opportunity, 1 second. I will take this opportunity, however, to remind you all about my LCP watch party, my cheeky little watch party. So this is happening. It's got no interaction on Twitter. What the fuck? I reckon scheduled tweets don't even land. Like, you can see the tweet is on Twitter, but I don't think they get any visibility because it's a scheduled tweet. It's not like a posted tweet. So anyway, I'm going to like and retweet that for visibility. So this is a reminder that in literally 14 days from today, on Sunday the 23rd of February, I'm hosting Australia's first LCP watch party. It's the grand final, and its doors open at 8, and the games start at 9, and it's held at the Tessie Pearl Hotel. Oh, this is really small. I'll enlarge that. It's held at the Tessie Pearl Hotel. Here is the map. So there's the Yarra River. The Tessie Pearl is just down here. There's the MCEC, which is like our major convention exhibition centre. The Munich Brauhaus, like it's across the road from that, South Wharf Promenade, etc. Emily drew this map. It's fantastic. And again, here's some questions you may have that will be answered. So it's free entry, food and drinks are available. It's the LCP Split 1 Grand Final Watch Party. It's Sunday 23rd of Feb from 8 till around 1ish. The bar closes at 1. I do acknowledge it's a best of 5 and it is likely that games will go past 1 o'clock, but this is the best I could manage. Where's the Tessie Pearl Hotel? As you saw on the map, we've got dress code NA, as long as you're comfortable. All right, so if you want to do full-blown cosplay, by all means, you're welcome to do that. If you want to wear an esports jersey, by all means, go for that. If you just want to be casual, do that too. Just don't come nude. Food is available, drinks are available, with non-alcoholic beverages available as well. A bit of seating, so I've actually written moderate, consider wearing comfortable shoes just in case seating is not available, because it is like it's more of a bar than I want to say a Tessie Pearl Hotel, but that's their name, so that's what we're going with. There's plenty of standing room, and there's some seating. There's like 30, 40, I don't know, 50 seats maybe. Access, paid parking at MCEC, which is just around the corner. You get 50% off. All we need to do is ask at the bar. Public transport to Southern Cross and Flinders Station, and wheelchair accessible as well. And the staff are trained in crowd control and security guards. So we have security on site too. Yeah. LCP Grand Final Watch Party. That's what we're doing. So games go live in 3 minutes. 3 minutes. So has anyone seen the League Dev update? Has anyone seen the League Dev update? Oh, what's going on here? How's my YouTube stream going? Oh, we got some viewers over on YouTube as well. Hell yeah. Thank you. Hell yeah. Yeah, we watched the League Dev updates before we started LCP Co-Streaming tonight. Yeah, Hex Tech Chests. Oh boy. That's Yeah, that's spicy, that one. Let's sub Logan in. Yeah. I wouldn't stand a chance against any of these boys. Are you kidding me? It's very much like the traditional, you know, time when the Olympics are on. Holy shit, Fia's having the stream of her life. What? 1.4k, Fia, go you good thing. Mid Beast, 3.3, Riot, Pirate Software. These are massive. WoW Grandma's having a massive stream. Fia's having a monstrous stream. Good on her. 1.4k. But what I was saying is this is very much like the Olympics, where we're watching these athletes who are better than we could ever be at these things, and we're being like critical of them. My goal is to be constructively critical. I don't ever want to be toxically critical, like needlessly negative, you know what I mean? I always want to be like a realist. Obviously, we cannot not acknowledge what's going on. Yeah, the worst pro player runs laps around the best amateur. Yeah, exactly. Alright, looks like we're probably going to end up picks and bans. I just enjoy the ride. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. And that's probably the best thing to do, you know. Look, we're getting back to it real quick. Let's unmute.
Again, I think.
So we've got to let the feed refresh and away we go.
Ultimately, they're a little bit too one-dimensional in their damage sources. You know, yes, Wukong does a bit of AD damage, and so does Jace. But ultimately, those big heavy hitters, which are supposed to be the Aurora and Mal, both doing magic damage is always going to hinder your chances.
Yeah, beautiful. Excellent. Now it's all updated. All right, picks and bans. So this is where I mute them and I talk through it because I'm trying to practice talking about this sort of stuff as well. So, bans on SoftBank side. Kalista, Nocturne. So, scared of the global from Nocturne. Nocturne is a strong jungler. You've got to remember in these BO3s, it's fearless formats, right? So, fearless means the champions that were played in the previous game and games, depending on how many games it goes to, cannot be picked, right? So, can't be picked. So, Pantheon has risen in priority as a support, actually. So, they've targeted Kalista AD, Nocturne jungle, Pantheon support. Chiefs, however, have picked Skarner again, Rumble again, and MF. MF is always a good second or third. What is he doing? Second or third choice. So comes up in prio is a good ban. Now, SoftBank have started off with a statement by picking Cassante, actually. Oh. We're going to sit down. Oh, Bio's on. Hell yeah. Alright. I think Bio is good enough mechanically to beat a Cassante on and on. At the very least, he's going to be able to prevent Cassante from running the top lane. Right? I think Bio and the ult that Bio's Ornn can bring is massive for team fights. Ezreal is a strong AD. Ezreal has definitely come up in prio recently as well. You'll see like Smash is stomping on Ezreal in the LCK, even though Ezreal currently isn't like an S or like a rank 1 champion. Kaiser in response. Kaiser is definitely not a bad choice. I've been playing with some pretty good Kaisers. Obviously in Iron, I want to like asterisk that. And good Kaisers are wild. Because they build up, there's like that similar element with Melmedata where you build up your stacks and then you go in. Whereas a lot of Iron rank players don't understand that you don't do as much damage if you don't have as many stacks, right? Vi, I don't know, you've probably heard every caster ever say with Vi, Vi is like a guaranteed connect, right? Vi with the knock up, Vi with the, just, it's ridiculous, Vi. I feel like Vi should just be perma-banned from the game, but anyway. Like, there are ways to get around it, like stopwatches, Zaya's ult. I don't know if Mel can W her yet, actually. The worst pro player, just enjoy the ride. It's a good ride. It's a fun ride. Viego mid, jungle. Mid. Imagine a Viego mid, Jesus. Viego jungle. Okay, good for the stun, good for the resets. So we're building team fight. Alright, I like it. SoftBank ban Galio, Chiefs ban Nautilus Rakan. Okay, we're banning Rakan because Rakan offers another knock-up CC like Vi would work really well, gives Kaiser the ability to just free hit you. Banning Nautilus because of the long-range hooks onto AD. Interestingly though, I think like you can let Leona and Nautilus in against Ezreal because Ezreal can just arcane shift away. Alistair is really, really good for disrupting in team fights. Very, very tanky with the R. Elise has risen in support as a Prio as a support. Elise falls off hard mid-game though. Rel, I personally think Rel is an underrated support champion. I think we should see more Rel played because the Rel Magnet Storm is just absolutely a joke. Akali mid. Ooh, nice. So Akali brings some really strong AP to the team. Lot of mobility there. It's really hard to lock down a good Akali. Who will their mid laner be? Victor, Orianna, Ari. Ari, okay, that was slammed in too. Very nice. Ezreal AD, Alistair Sup, Ari mid, Viego jungle on top against Rel Sup, Kaiser AD, Akali mid, Vi jungle, Cassante top. How do we think of team fights? Rel Magnet Storm, great. Akali with the pick, Kaiser with the pick, Vi with the pick, Cassante, more pick than team. So Softhawk are looking to dive in and blow one person up and win with their numbers for the rest of the fight. Chiefs on group stun, Ezreal are over the top. Alistair does general group AoE with single target pick. Ari is good for single target. Viego is good for single target reset. So they're kind of much of a muchness. They're very, very similar. I feel like we've got more CC in the Chiefs teams though. I feel like they've got more stuns and charms. I actually hang on. I played a banger of a game on op.gg real quick. I played a banger of a game with my Ari the other day. Quick, before the game gets started. Show everyone my banger Ari game. Where the fuck is it? Here it is. All right, we switch real quick. Yeah, check it out. All right, cool. So, I played Ari mid the other day. 13-4-15. 13-4-15, okay? On Ari. It was a phenomenal game from me. And it was into Mel. Mel was the mid laner against me. Not once did that Mel manage to W my charm back onto me. Not once. Alright, sorry, we're in the game. Let's watch the game. Alright, how are we doing here? Fantastic. I think I need to... No, I don't want to do that.
At the early stages of the game now,
There we go. We got there in the end.
Pretty okay. You know, they're going to go down
Terrific.
CS.
All right. Cool,
That's
cool, cool.
typical of a lane swap, but Ornn, as long as he's getting the XP, he's going to feel fine. Cassante must.
I mean,
And we're underway. So Chiefs are red side. I personally prefer red side. You get to the bottom tri-brush in river quicker. It's lane swap.
He's going to be left to his own devices, do his thing, get to the late game, and just be the absolute powerhouse that we've seen him be.
In my own houses, this is how many of my games have looked. I'm the Cassante. Sitting there, begging for one singular CS. Please, sir, may I have some more?
Yeah, it's been interesting, you know, seeing how those OSIN houses are going. I'll probably get myself there one day. Playing ranked for the first time in 6 years has been an experience.
Now, not much to see. I do like the Ornn skin. He's gone for the pink chroma on the Choo Choo skin.
We love the Choo Choo Ornn skin. Jimmy and winning trades early on Fate.
The Choo Choo Ornn skin.
I don't know. Maybe Mukau Alistair definitely has some decent chromas.
Yeah.
Which Luon, ironically enough, is running. But this gank from Gang in the mid lane, level
Jimmy
2.
not ready for it. Does a very good job to react in time to get out of that, but still, that's a missing summoner.
Flash burnt for Ari, so next time they go to gank, it's going to be free and easy.
Not the end of the world. I mean, you've got the charm, so if you time that...
Hey, Cider.
If a gank comes, you can remove a lot of that threat.
Luon keeping Rel away. Oh! What? Bio on the Kai'Sa?
This is not supposed to happen. Biopanther runs out of abilities for the time being, but you're not supposed to be this low as the AD carry.
Into a tank. Yeah, what
I
the?
reckon he's got caught under tower. That's the only justification that I can think of.
Yeah, lost his barrier. I mean, he's not going to get punished, because ultimately if Ornn ever goes in now and Marble flashes the engage or the knock up or whatever, he will just end up killing Biopanther as Biopanther would run to his tower. But still, it's pressure now, you know, like...
Yeah,
He
nice.
aggressive. He did lose
Getting
out
barrier out of Kai'Sa is good.
Now,
Reduces Marble's survivability.
Biopanther alleviating so much for himself, and
Good poke from Lemus on Ezreal.
Yeah, and I mean, that chunk out means that he can collect a couple of waves back, get some items up, and head back down.
Nice job from Jimmy to trade back on Akali when Akali chose to go in.
To base to spend what little gold he does have, which means that...
You're watching League willingly? Who hurt you? No one hurt me. I want to watch it willingly. This is the LCP. This is my region. These are the Chiefs. This is my team. Oh, nice, Jimmy. And trading really well on Akali. Akali's doing super duper well for CS though. Chiefs is who I'm favoring. Yeah, Chiefs is our team. Chiefs is Osh.
Team fight breakout or a skirmish breakout around an objective and turn this game.
The subs have been very, very active already, roaming around a lot.
I mean, it's going to be interesting. 10.5 minutes from now is going to be the indicator to look for, because both teams have only won when they're ahead at 15 minutes. It happened last game for SHG. So it's going to be one to look at.
Bio getting some good damage on Evie. Yep, Mir. Oi!
Not the solo kill, but the kill nonetheless, as Biopanther
Hey!
goes blood. Evie being awfully greedy, teleporting up, but looking for the recall, and is heavily punished.
Yeah, I mean, it's the difference. You look at it, Bio's coming in with that cloth armor and boots, so he's a little bit more mobile. All that was in the inventory for Evie was the door and shield, because he didn't have the chance to back, and that is exactly how you want that top lane to go. Biopanther is integral to the success of this Chiefs roster. If he has a good game, it is going to be a stellar game. And Evie just being punched down on, he tried. It looked like Ramoni was going to get away, but Mir makes the right call. Boom, stun, waits, times it perfectly.
Did we use both flashes for that though? We did. Bio and Mir flash. Okay.
Going to accelerate him in this lane.
For sure. Now, admittedly, a possible miscommunication there, as Mir did use his flash a little bit unnecessarily, trying to get that last hit when Biopanther did the same. But as long as they don't do anything too aggressive and be punished for that, it should be okay, and you're always going to be happy with the 300 gold mopped up. As once again, Chiefs just drag that lead out ever so slightly further. The Void Grub's coming up, but I think because that flash is down now, Chiefs aren't going to want to contest it, although fighting very hard for control over this mid wave.
Yeah, good.
At least Jimmy will have first move. It's going to be Void Grub.
Okay, SoftBank deny the grub feat though.
At the moment is the trade of the 2-1 for both sets of
We have vision control, we have numbers. SoftBank have rotated in. Okay, Charm on the rail, engage on the rail. Mir just gets destroyed. Alright, 1 for 1. Luon's very, very low though. Jim in over the wall, Spirit Rush. 2 for 1. Not great. Missed the charm.
Which is a problem because all the champions.
Oh, and we don't get any of the grubs. SoftBank just go back in and get the grubs.
Because that calls into question Lemus's lifespan, and on top of that, they then are able to get back and take the remaining void grubs, which means they get all 3.
Yep.
So
SoftBank were looking to just grab 1 and deny, and then we went in and lost a team fight, and then like, all right, well we'll get all the grubs then and get the feat.
Well, actually, you need 3 kills now.
Yeah, well, they're similar, so 1 of 1 for each.
Like,
so, they're both making progress towards it.
they just collapsed on the Mir. Jimmy did well to get 1. Luon headbutt away.
To be fair, they're pretty even standings. Yeah. Unfortunately, a rough gig, just so much threat out of that Akali.
What's Bio doing? Bio's got a few items, a lot of health. Bio's item gapping Cassante for sure.
What I said might happen. Unfortunately, after the success of that top dive, it was a little bit of a misusage of the summoner, and it will cost him in the fight that does break out there on after. Now, Fate, very scary, has that Hextech alternator, is up gold. Importantly though, Jimmian was able to find the kill onto Gang, so did keep himself in touching distance of the gold here in terms of Fate. 4 stacks on the Dark Seal, however, is a bit scary.
Heavy is teleporting right into Bio, but I mean, look, Bio not willing to just outright. I think he got a lot of damage out off the the finish of that TP, but besides better of it.
Yeah, just ultimately solo kills shouldn't be happening in this lane. It's kind of crazy that what was not a solo kill, but essentially,
oh boy,
in many ways,
Jesus.
so much damage.
Oh, good charm. Stun. Yeah, good job. Holy smokes. Well played. Alright, and we're the first to 3 kills. Alright, good.
Going to be able to take down Fate, get rid of those Dark Seal stacks, and importantly give even more gold over to the side of Chiefs, this time landing on to Mir, who does secure the feat of Warfare. The Chiefs once again will be in the lead by 400.
Oh, good job, Bio. Look at that trade back. Knows exactly what he's doing.
I mean, just the Breath of the Forge for Bio, that brittle passive is just so brutal.
Look at that. He's got Heavy down to like 50%.
SoftBank though, with the pressure on the map, because you know what? Basically, Chiefs use their timer to gank mid. They do find success. It is going to mean that the objective will, however, go over to SoftBank. Still a trade.
Look at this. Fate onto Jimmy and just...
Fate to get in. Unfortunately for him, it wasn't actually a 1v1 like he initially thought. Jimmy lands a great charm. I mean, literally the outer limit to the stun from Mir, and then finishes it off. But yeah, that could have been disastrous if Fate had actually won that and gone 3-0.
And has no more stacks on his Dark Seal. Ari has a full item.
And you're seeing, I think, improvements already.
The Malignance.
In game 2 comparative to game
No one else has a fully completed item. We're seeing a couple of backs though, so maybe this will get the items. Oh, Bio straight into Cassante. Oh, he's ulted. Bio's going for it. Oh, Bio, you can do it. You king. Yes, Bio. That's actually crazy though, that Cassante could still win that from that low. Like, it looked like Cassante could have turned that back around. That's wild.
Jimmy's gonna reap the benefits of that.
I think what we need to see is, yes, look, Jimmy is integral to this team, but Bio is proving that he is the one that will likely create the most space in a game.
Look at this.
Jimmy
Look at
Bruce Campbell
this.
pretty much playing everything. Evie played that about as poorly as he could. He got greedy for minions, saw the TP coming in, thought he had a chance. But the Brittle is just such a game changer in a 1v1. Where, I mean, any other champion, I think Evie's doing much, much better. But with that Brittle, it just chunks out so much damage. And Bio plays that for Jimmian. He knows that he is in the win condition. He needs to accelerate Jimmian.
And immaculately played too. All of the season assist though, talking about Jimmian.
Chiefs on the courage early. Luon dead, 1 for 1. Mur with the Heartbreaker, I think, dead.
But it's a 5v4, no Biopanther there, means the team fight being mopped up. Killer Instinct in for
Lemus.
Lemus runs for his life. Barrier's going to be available, not going to need to use it. And what looked like a great start to the fight does end up going poorly for the side of Chiefs. Still, it is a 1-kill return, but ultimately Marble out of nowhere picking up 2.
Yeah, Chiefs at least deny the feat of strength.
Yeah, the Kraken Slayer.
From SHG, feat of monster killing, whatever it is, because they would have got their third one, and it would come down to towers. So, I mean, look, Biopanther not being there really hindered that fight for the Chiefs. If he's there, it's a drastically different story. I think he just soaks so much damage. He plays so much disruption. Because if you look, 4 players.
Where is Bio? Bio's bot side.
Enough to go in while the team is still getting to him speaks volumes. At least Lemus picks up the kill there. Yeah, Biopanther's down on bot side river.
He's only just got to mid as that fight is ending.
I think Lemus wisely, or somehow, you know, knowing the upper limits of his champ, does manage to hold on to both summoners there. I know myself would have been absolutely burying, scared for my life, but didn't need it, knew it, he didn't need it, and ultimately will be able to keep that summoner. Could be very important going forward. Jimmy and be able to dodge out.
Chiefs, what are we doing here? We've got 3 suddenly on Evie. The collapse from SoftBank coming? 4 versus... Okay, good. We're walking out, we're leaving it.
Do get the Spirit Rush now out of Jimmy. Malignance available does mean he will get that cooldown back up in not too long of a time.
What is Lemus doing? He's got no support. But SHG are just so lacking in confidence to go for that. SHG would have had him almost dead to rights there if they'd caught him.
Yeah, but they've got to catch him, and it's an Ezreal with Arcane Shift. Like, Homie is mobile.
Still, it is a scary place to be in. Gang going to be able to find the stun now onto Luon. Fate as well, lands a shuriken onto Jimmian, who, keep in mind, does not have access to the Spirit Rush for the time being.
What is Luon doing?
Still only about a third of the way through that cooldown. This is also a dragon. It would be the second of the game, and also give over the monster, the creep, the neutral objective feat.
The epic monster feat.
Yeah. I'll look it up in a second, surely. But
Bio is bullying this Cassante, honestly. Good unstoppable. Oh, Bio with the flash! Okay.
And all of a sudden, I think Evie didn't quite expect it to go just that far. He's going to be taken out.
Yeah.
This one to Mir, I reckon. Big Bio, you deserve the kill, but it's definitely not going to be best suited for you. Evie does buy a lot of time, but
yeah,
it's just an inevitability. There we go.
Jeez, Bio putting in the work.
On the Viego is once again is Biopanther finding everything for the side of Chiefs. It's a tower going down now, so feats of strength will be available for SoftBank if they are able to pick up this dragon, which they are already hitting and will be able to take.
Yeah. Poor lonely Void Grub, all on his own. No one can claim him for the feats, so no one wants him. Oh dear. But yeah, look, Drag. Courage is just. I'm sorry. What?
Yeah, the turn was used by Chiefs up top, so it is just give. Wait a second.
Okay. Yeah, that's why it was given up for free.
I didn't even notice this. Yeah, Lima's taken out of his tower. Nothing he can really do.
Yeah.
I mean, there is. His entire team is up top side of the map. That's screwed, unfortunately. He had the opportunity to back and group up with the rest of the team. He was just too confident that his tower was going to give him that, and as a result, hubris, hands over, feats of strength, completely uncontested.
Yeah, does keep his sums though, so he was never ever getting out of that situation. So wise of him to at least not use those. Still, definitely a curious choice as to the positioning on the map, but Chiefs still are in the lead, up 600 gold and
oh wow, we are
here to try and take us to game number 3. Biopanther especially, I mean, All credit to him for
That
the
is
state of
Monster
this game.
Slang.
Bio's in the middle there, upgrading items, I
First
think.
turret and Monster Slang.
Yeah, Monster Slang is the epic monster feat.
It looks like next objective.
Alright, good. They're rotating as a unit to the objective first. They're getting priority. There's all 5 of them there. Good.
Chiefs had, despite a phenomenal start, to really slow down.
Courage is in the back lines. It's currently 4v5. Good, we got Guang. The Magnet Storm was very bad. Akali's onto Jimmy and Spirit rushes over the wall. Akali just onto Jimmy and it's 4v4 now. Luon Flash onto the Vi. The ult comes through. The knock up onto Evi. Mer dead. No, oh, Mer lived. Oh. Lemus running away. Courage over the wall. Bio. Jesus.
Another team fight loss to the Chiefs, but they do manage to get that Rift Herald, saving them from more destruction on their towers.
Now, I think Chiefs were just ahead at 15 minutes, you know, just about 2 minutes ago. So, look, if that's the case, then there is still a possibility that these teams remain 100% win rate while being ahead at 15. But yeah, it definitely feels like this RE isn't quite doing what they wanted it to do. It struggles in an 5v5 team fight. It excels when you catch someone. Jimmy and yeah, he's just taken so much.
So that's good, right? We're 5v4 here. Fate, Fate just murks Jimmy and Jimmy gets himself like caught out. Basically, Jimmy went where no one else could help him. The ult was good, but Marble into the Mer in the back line.
Yeah, look, it's looking a bit dire at the moment for the Chiefs.
SoftBank are actually fighting as a team, is what that feels like.
To secure the eye of the Herald, so at least that's something. But definitely concerning. While we're in that replay, it looks like we might have found a kill onto Fate.
Oh, the charm. And still the flash.
Yeah. Yeah. That is a tilter.
So not only is fed, he's super fed. I'm not even sure they get the kill here,
Yeah. He 1v3'd.
So Jimmy is just free farm, unfortunately. And this is the concern I did have for the RE. It just doesn't feel like it has enough bulk to withstand a fed Akali, which we have on our hands.
Like, good charm.
Yeah, definitely. Nice amount of damage. Oh, unfortunately, missing out on that Orb of Deception. The terrain forcing Fate to walk away that generally you wouldn't expect. Yeah, concern definitely this Akali. Not really all that much lockdown to take it out either. Luon really going to have to be the one providing that.
I thought they did have a bit of lockdown. They've got Ari charm. They've got Viego stun.
If gets a good pain train off, they can potentially, you know, CC stack. But yeah, I think we're not far off being in a position where Chiefs team fight becomes much more viable. Obviously, we don't have the Muramana in the hands of Lemus just yet. When that happens, he's actually going to start pumping out a lot more damage. And it does mean that the 5v5 fight is going to be at least contentious.
It's kind of crazy that Bio looks good every week. Like, Bio is consistently good.
Handedly winning the trades, but is a little bit scared. Don't know where Gang is on the map, and does wisely choose to not just ram his head against the Cassante.
Alright, we've almost got mid turret.
Take that down to
Oh, we've lost bot lane tower, right. Good charm, but it's only a sup.
Is going to chunk out Gang to about half HP, as Panther also going to be teleporting in alongside Evie. So 5v5 around this dragon now.
We're doing everything we can to like prevent their warding of this. They're the Magnet Storm. What were we doing there? Great ult from Bio. Fate.
He's made his way out for the time being, but Fate is going to be able to secure that kill there. Lemus not got the damage.
Good kill. Cassante isolates Jimmy in. What?
Taking that team fight, and it was a hard lane.
4 for 1.
Tenfold in that fight as SoftBank looked to take the voracious Artican.
O's fans are in shambles currently, unfortunately. Yeah, just the fight happening before I think Chiefs are alive, because Lemus, he's only just now got his Muramana up. He hasn't even got that. He's just come back to collect the wave, but he would be heading back for it soon. And Fate just does so much damage. Jimmy's too squishy, Mira's too squishy to be able to, you know, survive through that explosive power. They do get to shut down again.
Yeah, no one can live through Akali like jumping on them. Fate waiting off in the bush over on the right there. Fate enters the fight now. Heck belts in Jimmy. Fate straight in the back line.
Panther trying to do what he can to peel, but Fate makes his way in the back line. Able to mop up Mir, able to mop up Luon, even taking Lemus down to the most minute amount of health. And then right here, this all out.
Yeah, Evie with that R was really, really good too, isolating them.
Maybe even look for a win on that team fight, but Evie.
Orb of Deception there, clearing the wave. They've got Atakan. They're up to and a bit gold, 2.5k gold.
I did say, I think the victor probably...
Yeah, let's check items. Bio's got 1.5. Mir's got 1.5. Ari's got 2.5. Lemus has 2. Luon has 1.5. They're almost basically out itemized everywhere as well.
Lemus, there you go. He's hit his second item.
Like Via Jungle has 2.
Unfortunately, his lane opponent is working on his third. SHG now feeling very much in the driver's seat, unfortunately for the Chiefs.
Yeah, Fate though not here. Does have teleport, but if Chiefs were to go quickly, they might be able to get a few of these withdrawals.
Fate's just split pushing. Bio's going top to meet.
That we are playing on. It's a 15-second withdrawal.
Bio can handle Akali, I think. He actually has the health pool to handle it, like more sustain.
Advantage you do gain. You have to wait 15 seconds before teleporting, which will take another 4.5 or so.
Nice charm. Doesn't do much, just slows Coach down.
The potential here for something. Panther will not suffer against this Akali up in the top side. Luon.
There's a fight breaking out in bot lane. Luon.
Maybe we're able to look for something here as the unbreakable will.
Courage is there. Fate's TPing in. They got to withdraw. Back. Akali on a Jimmian. Jimmian's dead. Vi on a Jimmian. They got another withdraw. Luon's dead. We got another withdraw.
Lemus gets one more for his
work. Even we're losing these fights, even under turrets. Bio's getting top lane.
4v5, they're able to get the teleport out, they get the withdrawals down, and Panther even secures himself a tower.
Yeah, I think best of bad situation there. At least you're funneling gold now onto Lemus and the rest of the team. The gap's still sitting around 2.5k, but it's salvageable in this situation. The fact that it's 16 and 8 and Chiefs is still
like Bio CS is huge over Evie. Jimmian is somehow out CSing the Akali, but the AD CS diff is massive. Marble is huge. 6 and 0. Oh, the Seeker onto Luon. Another one onto Luon. The poke from Marble is big now.
But it is a big power spike now available for the team. Each time Panther gets a level up, another item becomes 1,000-ish gold more powerful. The Leandries is the choice for the first. Obviously, Jimmian, he is 4, 4 and 2. He's got a few deaths, but certainly not weak if he's able to find a good team fight. Now, the last team fight that
The Ornn ult on the Marble. Are we getting a pick on Marble? These 6 and the flash as well. The chase, the ignite. Marble's out. Oh!
Especially with the Hextech gate coming through, Marble will get safe passage out of this.
Because the team is going to block him. Now Chiefs are deep in SoftBank territory. Chiefs are chasing. Okay, misses the flash. Misses the stun because of the flash. Evie's gotten charmed up. Come on, kill him. Another stun. Alright, good. We get something. Alright, good. Marble gets out, but Cassante dies for it. How did SoftBank not turn that around on us, actually?
Remains deathless in the game. They committed so much onto him and ultimately couldn't finish him. They do turn and take the next best thing, which is Evie, keep the poor man down. But there's just nothing they get off the back of that. And Lemus is still pretty significantly far behind. He's down an entire item on Marvel, who played that out of his mind.
Yeah, Marble's 3 full items and boots, whereas Lemus is 2 full and boots. Like literally a whole item down. He's down like 30 farm on him as well.
They did there, honestly. Definitely had no right being that far up in mid lane with where his team were. It will result in an almost certain kill. You see he's 2.8k of the gold lead, which sits at under 2k. If he does go down, that is the entire lead gone, and Chiefs all of a sudden feel very, very good. Another level coming through for BioPanther means Triforce now upgraded for Lemus, adding just that much more impact in these team fights. Each Q will land that much
Good poke
harder.
from Lemus.
Gang, nice sidestep though.
Very much so. Which, I mean, is pretty much everything. Lemus now.
Mid lane prio because Baron is up, Drake is up. Another ult from Bio onto the back line. Marble dead. Fate's in our back line. Lemus dead. Eevee, Evi is just doing so much work. Mer dead. Guong dead. 2v2. Yeah, 2v3, sorry. Yeah, damn. Damn. Flash from Bio. Nice slow there. Bio trying to turn it back around on Fate. Fate playing very cautiously, letting his tanks frontline. Bio so rough, like tanky.
And I thought maybe, just maybe, the kill on Marble should be what they need, but unfortunately, the rest of SoftBank just played too damn well and
Yeah.
still find the win.
So good pick on the Marble in the back line here.
I can understand it. I mean, Marble is a problem. Great, engaged.
Everything on the Marble, but then Fate in the back line, Vi, like they just dove Lemus.
They're playing this, but they should not be the one forcing the issue. If they play this reactionary, if it's SHG fighting them out of position, but they commit so deeply onto Marble that there is no peel for Lemus, who has just been hounded into position so that Courage can jump on him. Unfortunately, and yeah, like Chiefs, if they just play for a mistake, they just need to wait for SHG. They can definitely turn this one around, but them forcing the issue time and time again has been the cause of their downfall.
Unfortunate situation, honestly found there, and yeah, they almost got that reset. I think Mir going for the execute, but it was a really nicely timed path maker from Heavy that denies that execute damage, keeps him up, and takes out that Viego before anything can come through, and that was all she wrote. Not quite got the damage.
Luon engage onto Vi. Magnet Storm. Ezreal ult. Bio ult. The knock up. We've already down one. Luon dead.
With all the damage that he ever need, Courage does pick himself up a double kill, and
like
all but confirm that they will now be picking up this Baron soon.
Luon's engages.
Bio is not there in the front line. Mir explodes. Luon can't do anything because the rest of his carries are backed off. Chiefs consistently forcing the issue in a way that ultimately is going to cost them the game. This is not just an issue for this week, it has been an issue all season. They have had opportunities. The door
I
has
genuinely
been
think
open for them
Luon's
to get
engages
it.
are
It
holding the
was a
Chiefs
chance
back.
that They brought this back, but for some reason they feel the need to force the issue. I mean, you look at it.
You
All
don't
they had was
didn't
Mir and
need to
Jimmy
do
in
that.
there, and Gang was
Immediate reaction, and Mir doesn't get to move for the duration of that. Fate luckily did get knocked out by BioPanther, so Jimmy's able to stay alive, but
Lemus wasn't there.
Top lane.
BioPanther in a curious position, trying to get himself out. The rest of his team
Bio will be fine because numbers have shown up.
by the side of SoftBank as they do seen 4, even 5 as Fate comes to join them.
Okay,
To the
5
top
Chiefs are
side,
here. Jimmy in with a good charm onto Guong. Gang, sorry.
Will not manage to pierce through that.
It's a 5v5 in top lane.
Nice stun, lands onto Marble. They find their way on. That's a lot of damage coming through onto the Zayden
We don't do anything to them. Luon's just caught out.
Doesn't have all that much tankiness despite the ultimate going, and down will go this Alistair. It's now a 4v5.
Luon has died 8 times.
Still topped up in HP. And Chiefs
On ultimate, the flash out of Cassante, Courage. We can't. It's over. It's just over.
Getting executed. It's only Lemus left, and SoftBank. It was a hard-fought game, but eventually they're going to be able to take it.
OS fans are in shambles as this will be
TPing.
Oceania.
They're probably going to push for the win here. Luon can't stop
The
this.
LCP. They had so many opportunities.
I'm pretty sure this means we're bottom. Like we can't get top 6. Luon's just dead again.
definitely feels like there is no one part of this team that is making the most egregious mistakes. It feels like a team effort, unfortunately.
Yeah, it is an unfortunate truth that
Congratulations, SoftBank. The better team won tonight, that's for sure.
go down. It was admittedly a decent look for them for the most part. I think each game had glimmers of hope. Biopanther up in the top lane couldn't ask a single.
Wow. Wow. that was something. SoftBank stomped Chiefs. We put up a good first 15 minutes. Like almost every single game, we've managed to put up a good first 15 minutes. But the moment we hit that sort of 14 to 16 minute mark, we just go downhill. And I personally can't pick why. If I had to single anyone or anything out, I frankly think it's Luon. Luon's engages have been questionable. All split. Like, there are engages that Luon has made that no. And I'm iron. Like, the good sign is that with a few changes, we could be 2 to 3 wins. Yeah, Taboo, we have shown some spirit. We have shown some really good spirit in several of the fights, for sure. But we need more than spirit. We need wins. Again, I'm stoked. This is only split 1, and we have 3 splits to prove ourselves. But it is rough out there for Osh fans, honestly. Yeah, this is just wild. Like, Bio is consistently good and strong. Bio is our best player at the moment. Mir has moments of greatness and doesn't seem to be bad, in my opinion. Jimmyin seems to be sort of middle of the pack. Lemus, I don't know, maybe I'm biased towards Lemus. Lemus isn't bad, in my opinion. Lemus just looks out of place. It doesn't look like Lemus is synergized yet. And I think part of what makes Lemus not look good is that Luon is his partner. And I frankly think Luon is a problem. Only that Luon, and the only problem I have with Luon is that he picks bad engages. As the engage support that he often plays, I personally think he's picking very bad engages. We suck. The good sign is that a few changes, we could be 2 to 3 wins. Luon needs to clean his play. Jimmyin needs to expand his champ pool. Lemus needs to get good. I personally think Lemus is good. Lemus is good. He's just not synergized with this team yet. And it doesn't help that Luon is his support. And it feels like Luon's engages are just so questionable most of the time. Bio Daddy is good, is a god at the moment. Bio... I'm going to say this, and know that I say this with the best intention when I do say this. Biopanther deserves a better team. Right now. Like, to say he is... Like... Bio stands tall out of the Chiefs right now. He's not bad. He just looks really bad and is behind every game. I'm not saying Luon is a bad player. Again, I want to acknowledge that this is like a cat. Like, I'm a fat dude sitting on my couch judging Olympians who do shit I could never ever do, right? I want to acknowledge that. I'm a fucking iron level gamer, all right? I could never compete against any of these like superstars, basically, right? But I see Luon's engages, and his engages are questionable even to me. And I'm like, why would you go in there? I think, like, if Luon can clean up his engages, we would be great. He just looks really bad and is behind every game. I think we also need to remember these guys have been playing together a few weeks. Yeah, exactly, which is why I'm saying like the synergy. It's why I'm saying I'm happy we've got 3 splits. You know, like, yeah, I'm being critical of stuff that's happening now, but I also have like a view to the long term here that we have all of 2025. We have 3 entire splits. Like, I honestly want, my hope for the Chiefs is that we're middle of the pack come split 3. We're not gonna win a split this year. I just don't see us improving that much that quickly. My hope, realistic, is that we hit middle of the pack by split 3. All right, that's my hope and dream. I think we also need to remember these guys have been playing together a few weeks. Yeah, exactly. They haven't had time to like work together. They haven't had time to synergize. Yeah, that's my thoughts and feelings on that one. That was rough. There's plenty of opportunity for the Chiefs to learn. I think we can challenge for the 3rd world spot. Ultimately, yeah, I would love to see us challenge for the 3rd world spot. But do you think we could challenge for the 3rd world spot this year, or do you think like 2026? So for me, I want the Chiefs to not have to fight in the relegation at the end of the year, right? I want Chiefs to be no worse than 6th on the ladder in split 3. I want them to be 4th or 5th, to be honest. I would be over the fucking moon if we were in a position to compete for Worlds. I just don't see it happening with what I'm seeing now. We haven't looked bad. Taboo, I honestly disagree with you, respectfully, because I enjoy that we're having this conversation around like pros and cons of the team. I think we have been absolutely curb stomped. Like, we have been taken out the back and repeatedly curb stomped in some of these games. Like, I dare say some of the floggings we've had have been embarrassingly bad. To kind of, I guess, be realistic about it. I think we are bad by comparison. We've had our moments where we've put up a bit of a fight. And like I said, we've been fairly stable the first 10 to 15 minutes. But once it sort of breaks out a laning phase into team fight, we just get stomped on. This year, I think if we clean shit up a little bit, I can see us challenging for it. I love your optimism, genuinely. I do. That's fair, but that all comes off the back of 1 or 2 bad plays. Yes, it does. It does. The problem is, right now, we're theorizing, whereas what's already happened in the past has actually happened and is real and is genuine. We have made those bad plays and we have gotten stomped. So it's an interesting conversation to have, right? Because it's like one good play and we're a completely different situation and team. But I guess I want to conclude with, I love the Chiefs. They're my team. I'm going to support my team. There's a lot of signs to be hopeful for with them. I'm glad we've got a full year. I can't wait to see where they end at split 3. And I'm just so glad that we are here in the LCP, right? Like that, like a real Oceanic team is here in a real tier 1 ecosystem. And yeah, I love it. I'll be watching every single time the Chiefs are playing. But with that, I'm done. There's positivity, but also, yeah, we are the bottom of the barrel. Yeah, exactly. We need to be positive, but we also need to balance reality and acknowledge that we have room for improvement, right? There are sparks of hope, but we also have room for improvement. Thoughts on Ground Zero? I did see the roster. I did see that they're going to be playing in the PCS. I'm hopeful I will be following Ground Zero as well in the PCS because I do want to see how they perform and what we have to compete with in relegation. Leave us next time. Cheers. Of course, Taboo. I appreciate you popping by and saying g'day. I will be live Thursday and Sunday next week. And don't forget my LCP watch party. We are rating Fiamma. Fiamma is having an uncapped subathon. She's got 36 hours to go and she is having the absolute stream of her life. So we're going to stop by and say g'day to her. She is playing World of Warcraft. Thanks for hanging out. This was the LCP watch party for Chiefs vs SoftBank. Later, dude. Good night, everyone. It's late Sunday night. I'm going straight to bed. Bye.
Prepare.
Hey, Logan, welcome on in. How you going?